Hello everyone! Welcome back to maybe the big finale of Kanon. Today's gonna be fun. We're gonna finish IU's arc maybe, unless I'm a slow reader. And yeah, it's gonna be great. And at the moment we're teasing IU, as we like to do. So I decided to tease IU a little more. Oh, you can hear my voice? That's cool. Let me lower the phone volume. Okay, let's continue. Let's finish this thing. We can be as loud as we want because Nayuki sleeps like the dead and Akiko's on the first floor. Yuichi, you're joking, right? Of course I am. Ugu, don't scare me like that. In the first place, I don't think I even view her as a potential romantic partner. To me, IU is... IU makes a sound after discovering something. Does this lead to the balcony? This is the corner room with 2 windows. She points at one of the windows while sleeping closer. I think you can go out from there though. I've never tried it before. Who wants to stand on the balcony in winter? Yuichi, let's step out for a bit. Why? It's cool outside. You mean freezing? Perfect since we both just had a hot bath. A sudden change in temperature will make us sick. We'll be fine. Come on. Wait, IU. She takes my arm and pulls me along forcefully. This feels a little cold. I wouldn't call this a little cold. The balcony at night is way colder than I had imagined. We're really going to fall sick. 5 minutes. 3. Okay, 3. Alright. My sigh comes out of me as a pure white breath. Why are you clinging to the wall like that? I'm afraid of heights. I see. She nods and smiles in understanding. I'm not very good with high places myself either. Really? Yep. But the balcony's fine. I'm not wimpy like you. My fear of heights is hardcore, alright? It's only the 2nd floor, you know. She's staring at the scenery beyond the balcony happily. 3 minutes is up. 30 more seconds to go. It's just 30 seconds. Let's go already. No, a promise is a promise. In the end, we stand in the night breeze for exactly 3 minutes. Thank you for accompanying me. I had time to spare. Good night, Yuichi. She waves slightly and returns to Nayuki's room. After I see her there, I return to my room as well. I crawl right into bed after turning off all the lights. Closing my eyes, I become surrounded by complete darkness. It would be nice if I could dream about the past. Wouldn't that be nice? It's the 21st. We might be able to dream of the past on that day. Morning! I wake up at the usual time, cough a bit, and pull the curtains open. From there I gaze at the scenery outside. White snow on rooftops, fallen snow on corners of the street. It's going to be a refreshingly cold morning again. Morning, Yuichi! Who goes there? Uku, it's me! Oh, just you, IU. We haven't met for so long I almost didn't recognize you. Uku, but we met last night. Good morning. As I'm teasing IU at the door, Nayuki comes down the stairs. Morning, Nayuki. You're up early. That's unusual. I'm sleepy. But still not a morning person as usual. Yeah. She nods and disappears into the washroom. Whereas you're full of energy in the morning. I'm a morning person. Good for you. Good morning. Akiko greets us with her usual smile as we enter the dining room. IU, is toast alright for you? I'll eat anything Akiko makes. And I'll eat anything IU doesn't make. Stop being mean. Good morning. Nayuki steps in at last. Why are you the last to come in when you went to the washroom before us? I found myself in the garden without realizing it. She gets lost while still half asleep. Toast is ready. She serves us a piece of toast each on individual plates. The freshly toasted slices look very delicious. IU keeps staring at her toast and the coffee cup next to it. You're gonna eat that? Yes, in a bit. She holds her cup and stares at its contents. Are you gonna complain there's a bug in the cup or something? I'm not gonna do that. Then what are you doing? It's too hot. You don't like your food hot? Yeah. Would you like some milk? Okay. Akiko brings a milk carton to the table and tries to pour some into IU's cup. But IU hasn't drunk a single drop of her coffee, so Akiko can't top it off with more milk. Need to make some space first. I can't drink it. Alright. Here we go. I'll drink it for her. That's easy. I'll drink it for you. Huh? I take the cup and drink a mouthful of the hot coffee inside. See? Now there's room. What is it? Nothing. Her face is a bit too red for someone claiming there's nothing going on. It's your fault, Yuichi. What did I do? I'm not telling you. An awkward silence ensues. What's your plan for today, Ayu? Huh? You're always welcome here. Agreed. Ayu, have you contacted your family yet? I've been calling, but no one's picking up. They're always away. Then I suddenly remember that Mom's on a trip. Really? Yeah. What about your other family members? It's just Mom and me. You were watching the house by yourself? Yes, I've been alone for a long time. Would you like to stay tonight as well? But I'd be inconveniencing you. No inconvenience at all. Nom nom nom. Hey, swallow before you speak. What do you think, Yuichi? I'd have driven you out already if I thought you were a nuisance. Thank you. That settles it. Akiko concludes the discussion happily. Are you really sure? Ayu has a conflicted look on her face. A regular classroom scene. The lessons are starting to make more sense now, so I'm having an easier time than when I first transferred here. The scene ends when the bell rings. School is over. I part ways with Mayuki as she heads to club, and I start walking home alone. Yuichi! Hearing my name, I turn around and see a breathless Ayu with a shopping bag. On your way back from the store? On my way back from the store on my way back from school. Then I saw you and ran over. That means you went to school properly today? Yeah, I love school. Is it really so fun? Before I even realize it, we started walking side by side. It is! Which parts? Well, meeting friends you can only meet in school? That's fun. Yes, it is. We walk through town in the setting sun accompanied by the sound of a rustling supermarket plastic bag. Your school sounds better and better every time I hear of it. Yep. Which part of town is it in? She rotates around to look at the surroundings. Thereabouts. That's not very specific. Any landmarks nearby or something? Is it near the shopping district? No. Near the station then? Also no. Then where is it? Near the forest? The forest? The forest on the outskirts of town. Now that you mention it, there's a school near there. That's really at the edge of town. No wonder Nayuki hasn't heard about it before. It's a little far, but I love it. She concludes with a smile. Soon the house comes into view. When dinner is ready, I hear them calling for me all the way in my room. I put away the magazine I was reading and leave my room. Everyone is already seated, and we start eating together like yesterday. Thanks for the meal. Ayu finishes first. Did you even chew your food? I'm not a child. Nah, you're still a child until you can solve cubic equations with ease. That's not even possible for me. I don't understand. Ayu tilts her head to the side. Would you like some more, Ayu? No, I'm fine. But you're able to eat so much taiyaki. I have a different stomach for desserts. I'll bet that one's much bigger. Thank you for the meal. She puts her hands together in gratitude once more, then stands up. May I go watch TV in the next room? Of course. I'll join you soon. After getting permission from Nayuki, she quickly returns to the living room. She's strangely polite sometimes. It seems more like she's unsure about what to do. Unsure? Just a gut feeling. She vanishes into the kitchen with Ayu's utensils in hand. I'm done too. Nayuki stands up as well, having finished her food. Inevitably, only Akiko and I are left behind in the dining room. Yuichi. Akiko looks at me when she comes back out to collect Nayuki's utensils. Yes? Just about to finish my last bite of food. I have a question. Fire away. Do you know what happened in this town during winter 7 years ago? That was a question I was not expecting at all. 7 years ago. In winter. No, I have no idea. I see. Did something happen? Nothing important. A tree got cut down. She disappears into the kitchen again after saying that. Huh. Why should I care about a random tree? Weird. I seem to have accidentally fallen asleep after staring at the ceiling for too long. I checked the time on the alarm clock. It's past 10 o'clock. It works out to about an hour from what I remember. Knock knock. There's a knocking on my door. I get up from bed. Is that Ayu? Yeah. Come on in. Thanks. The door opens with a click and she peers in hesitantly. What's up? Nothing much. You're looking for someone to spend time with because you're bored? I'm not bored. I have tons of TV shows I want to watch. That's the same thing. Can I come in? If you don't mind there being no TV in this room. I don't mind. She steps inside, clad in pajamas. Ayuki's already asleep? Yeah, I think so. It's so strange that she can't wake up in the morning when she sleeps so much. Her club activities must be super tiring. There's that, but she's in track and field, right? Must have heard about it from Akiko and Ayuki herself. That's so cool. Not really. Except any warm body that applies. Sure, but you can't just apply to be a club leader, right? They probably dumped that on her because nobody else wanted to do it. You always talk about Nayuki like that. I talk about everyone like that. Nayuki must be special to you. I mean, she's my cousin. See, you're doing it again. Are you? Are you here to talk about Nayuki with me? That's half of it. What's the other half then? How about Akiko? She stands up and stares outside the window. Yuichi? No, I haven't said anything yet. You want to go out on the balcony again, right? Oh, you read me like an open book? No, because it's too cold. Just 3 minutes. 2.5. Okay, deal. We step onto the balcony. Light from the window opposite it spills out. Cubes of light float up in the darkness. In the pitch darkness of night, the dim street lights seem to glow above the sidewalk. The wind is so nice. Ayu places both hands on the railing to enjoy the night scene. Akiko and Nayuki are both such nice people. She speaks calmly amidst the ferocious winds. You're nice too, of course. Not sure about me, but they're genuinely nice. I'm nothing but trouble, and I feel bad about that. I don't think of you as trouble at all. That's why I feel bad. True that. What about you, Yuichi? Am I a nuisance to be around? Apparently, the right answer is... yes. You're a bother. You're a nuisance. Yes, you're a nuisance. Yeah, I knew you would say that. She smiles and nods. You have a mean reputation to live up to. Sorry about that. That's how you've always been. Are you trying to imply I haven't grown up at all? I don't think so. It's just that you're still you, even when you're grown up. Still the Yuichi I loved. Oh, don't get me wrong. It's not that kind of love, okay? She starts flailing. No need to get so worked up, moron. Or no need. I'm not a moron. You don't have to explain every little thing. I knew you weren't serious. Okay. Anyway, it's already been 2.5 minutes. Oh, right. I'm going to bed. Yeah, see you tomorrow. See you. Ayu opens the door to Nayuki's room quietly. Sweet dreams, Yuichi, she says in parting and slips into Nayuki's dark room. A thought occurs to me as I'm standing alone in the dark hallway. So what was she trying to tell me anyway? I feel like Ayu has been a little distracted lately. When did I start thinking that way? After she started sleeping over in this house? But why? I return to my room alone, plagued by unidentifiable feelings of frustration. I lie in bed, close my eyes, and then I sink into my dreams. Dream time? The girl is sitting on a bench cleared of fallen snow, quietly observing the busy crowds moving along. Waves of people passing by. She notices one particular person and raises her head. Yuichi! Ayu stands up with a look of relief on her face. I thought you weren't coming today. I thought I wouldn't make it today either. I exhale and place my hands on my knees, trying hard to catch my breath after running here at full speed. What's the matter? Ayu tilts her head in concern. I ran here. I can see that. I stopped by the shopping district on the way. Again? I just love the shopping district. I see. The truth is that I bought a present for Ayu there, but that's still a secret. Want to surprise her with it after going through the trouble of getting it. Also, it's embarrassing. What shall we do today? Let's go to that place again. That place where we can see the whole town. Now? Yeah. I don't mind, but do you have time? I'm fine. Won't your family be worried if you get home late? It's fine, if you say so. The forest and the outskirts of town. We slowly walk along a narrow trail that's more suitable for animals than people. It's covered in snow. The forest glows orange as we walk, surrounded by snowy trees. Our destination is the tall, snow-covered tree in the middle of the forest. We eventually reach a glade. The sight before us is quite fantastic. It's the most beautiful place in town. Managed to reach it before dark. We still have time. I sweep off the mud that I had picked up while cutting through the forest. This is the 5th time I've come here with Ayu. My favorite place has become her favorite place. Wish it could be like this forever. It will, for the next few years and decades. But the snow will melt in summer. Even so, winter will come and we'll get to see the same thing again. You're right. Ayu walks closer to the large tree while carefully treading on the snow. You're going to climb up again? Yeah. She nods and looks up. I want to see more of it while I still can. The view of my beloved town. I have to leave town soon, but you can always come back again, right? Like in spring, summer, autumn? Yeah. Ayu puts a hand on the tree, and I turn around as always. Okay, that's enough. When I next turn around, she's already on top of the tree, quietly staring at the town from there. The red light makes her seem somewhat sad. Yuichi, she calls, but doesn't turn to face me. 3 more days, right? Yeah, that's right. 3 more days until the end of winter vacation, which also means I'll have to return to my own town in 3 days. So many things have happened during this short vacation. Sad things, painful things, and happy things. If you hadn't been around, if I hadn't met you, then it would have all been sad things. My mom disappeared. You're the only thing keeping this smile on my face. She disappeared and left me behind. So thank you, Yuichi. I'm glad I met you too, Ayu. And I'm really happy to hear that. Her bright smile reaches all the way to her eyes. But why does it have to feel so sad to say goodbye? It must be because the person you thought you would always be with you is going away. The person who's always right beside you, talking with you, hanging out with you. Normal things like that will become special. You'll suddenly think about those things, those times when simple happiness was right in front of you. That's why you feel sad. Yuichi, we have to meet again. We will. I'll definitely come again next year. When I do, let's meet here again. Promise me then. I promise. Ayu smiles innocently. Time passes slowly in the reddish forest. And it's the 22nd. If anyone's in chat now, hello. Hope you're having a good day. Hope all is well. Sometimes I worry that people are chatting in chat, but their messages aren't appearing, thanks to Twitch being cool. Maybe I should have that as a warning somewhere. If I can't see your messages, something borked, or something. I wake up and stare at the ceiling without moving. A scene remains stuck in my head. The sensation of snow, freezing winds, and a girl who's smiling sadly. I play the scene from my fragmented memories out on the ceiling. I should get up. After saying that out loud, I pull myself out of bed. I change into my uniform and pack my bag. When I step out of my room, a thought occurs to me. That place in the dream. Where was it again? The answer doesn't come even after staring at the ceiling again. At the entrance, I see the by now all too familiar overcoat and winged backpack. Morning, Yuichi. Nayuki is coming down the staircase in her pajamas, rubbing her eyes. Yawn! She's trying to stifle her yawns while walking down unsteadily. I'm still sleepy. Go wash your face first. Yeah, I'll do that. She vanishes at the end of the hallway barefooted. Try not to drown in the sink. I won't. The fact that she's replying so politely is making me more worried. Good morning. When I step into the dining room, I see that breakfast is ready. The smell of properly brewed coffee fills the interior. Wow, they're so pretty. Ayu seems interested in the colorful glass bottles lined up on the table. These are jams? That's right. There are so many. Ayu goes closer to examine them. How many types are there? For now, there's 6. Did you make them all, Akiko? I love making all sorts of jams. I see. It's a hobby of mine. Wish I could make them too. Would you like me to teach you? Huh? But I'm not sure if I can. It's very easy. Okay, I'll do my best. She clenches a fist. Oh, good morning, Nayuki. Morning. What happened to you? Yuki is all wet. I drowned. That's impressive. I'll go get changed. She's still in her pajamas and had to return to her room for her uniform. I guess we're gonna have to run today. I sigh while chewing on my toast. Before long, Nayuki comes back down in her uniform. Good morning. She greets us again. What toast and coffee do you, Nayuki? Yes, and strawberry jam. Yes, of course. Oh, this jam is so good. Ayu is spreading different jams on her toast to eat. Ayu, I've actually made one more jam. Nayuki freezes. Here it is. She takes out an orange-colored jam from the kitchen and places it on the table. Wow, it looks delicious. Ayu, what's wrong? You sound so solemn all of a sudden. It was nice knowing you. I stand up after saying that. Huh? Huh? Sorry, Ayu. She stands up as well. Huh? 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 Nayuki and I leave the house, leaving Ayu behind, still turning her head around frantically. You're so mean, Yuichi. You're running away too, aren't you? That's because, I understand, the only thing Akiko makes that can't be eaten. Just what on earth is in that jam? Everything about it is a mystery. Uku. Ayu comes out from the house with tears in her eyes. You're all terrible. It's self-defense. Uku. It's Mom's hobby to turn all sorts of food ingredients into jams. Surely there has to be a limit somewhere. I couldn't tell what ingredients that jam was made of. Neither can we. It tastes so weird. We sigh in unison before starting out for school together. I'm going this way. Halfway to school, Ayu points down the street on the right. Yeah, take care. See you later. She waves energetically and runs away. That backpack is so cute. Is it? I want one too. I don't think it suits you. Bummer. I look at the direction Ayu disappeared into. It's on the other side of town, where a white forest looms. Hey Nayuki, do you know of what happened in this town 7 years ago during winter? 7 years ago during winter? Yeah. Well, you were in this town then, weren't you? I'm asking because I can't remember. She ponders the question as we're heading into the shopping district along our usual school route. But she doesn't recall anything by the time we reach school. The 6th period is over, signaling the end of school. School is over, Yuichi. That was tiring. Yeah, it was. She nods in agreement despite looking quite fresh. You have club again today? Yeah. I'm going straight home. Yeah, Ayu may already be waiting at home. She's probably in the shopping district. Is she? Looking for something important. What is it? I don't know the details myself. I go straight home from school and peer into the living room, but there's no one inside. So I return to my room to kill some time. Eventually, I hear the front door opening and Akiko coming home. It seems like Ayu is with her. Ayu's completely attached to her. Ayu is talking cheerfully with Akiko about something downstairs. I finish dinner and return to my room to kill some time. Almost time. I check the time on the clock. Everyone should have finished bathing by now. I grab a change of clothes and leave my room. Yuichi. I bump into Akiko when stepping out of the bathroom. Having your bath now? After saying that, I realize that Akiko's already in her pajamas. No, I was just about to return to my room. She puts a hand on her cheek and smiles. I notice that she looks somewhat feverish. Are you okay? You look pale. Oh, it's nothing major. But I guess I should sleep earlier tonight. Please do. Sorry to worry you. She bows slightly and walks down the dimly lit hallway. I can see that she's a little unsteady on her feet. She's probably fine, but I'm still concerned. Never seen her looking quite like that before. By the time I return to my room, it's already 11 o'clock. As I'm doing my homework half-heartedly, I hear footsteps in the hallway. Knock knock. And then a knock on my door as I expected. Ayu? Yeah, it's me. Come on in. Thank you. I came again. I thought you might. Can we talk? No reason for me to say no. Sorry. I find myself wondering, why does Ayu come to find me? Initially, I thought she was afraid to be alone after Nayuki fell asleep. Yuichi, let's go outside. Again? Nothing beats a night breeze after a hot bath. Never heard anyone say that before. Just 2.5 minutes. 2 minutes. Sure, 2 minutes is fine. Feels like I've ended up following her lead again. I'm going home tomorrow, she whispers with both hands on the railing. Is your mom coming back tomorrow? No, she won't be back. Mom is never coming back home again. I've always been alone. Always. The meaning behind her words. But yesterday because Akiko and Nayuki are such nice people, I knew they'd worry if I told them the truth. But I don't want to inconvenience anyone anymore. Even told a lie. I don't know about Nayuki, but I'm sure Akiko already knows. Huh? She's pretty sharp despite what it seems. Yeah, you might be right. I'll just be all alone at home, right? Yeah. Then why not stay here for the time being? I can't, because you're all too nice. Her soft voice is trembling slightly. Huh? She turns to face me, seemingly confused by her own feelings. What's wrong with me? Her eyes are full of tears. Why am I crying? It turned out she's more surprised by your tears than I am. I'm not sad at all, but the tears won't stop coming. What's going on? What's happening to me? This isn't right. Her tears make me realize something. To Ayu, family scenes are both objects of envy and encounters with their sad past. Uku. Tears continue welling up in her eyes as she sobs convulsively. There's nothing I can do but stare at her. 2 minutes come and go before I even realize it. The 23rd. The big day. It's morning! It's morning! I slowly wake up to the usual alarm clock voice that sounds somewhat distant today. A hand on the top of the alarm clock stops it. Thump thump. The sound of running in the hallway replaces the alarm clock. Where's my bag? Thump thump. There's nothing inside. Thump thump. I'm still in my pajamas. Thump thump. She did mention she'd be up earlier than usual today for morning practice. I'm running out of time. Thump thump. As I had expected, she must have overslept. Morning practice is starting soon. By a lot. Thump thump. Bye everyone. Panic footsteps become farther and farther away. This is probably what a usual morning for her looked like before I came. I changed clothes while wondering about that, and step out into the hallway. Nayuki was in such a rush that her room door is still wide open. Ayu's probably already up as well, since there's nobody inside. I close the door for her and go downstairs. Good morning! I'm expecting to see Akiko preparing breakfast in the kitchen, in her usual calm demeanor. Is toast alright for you? What are you doing there, Ayu? What do you think I'm doing? It looks to me like you're preparing breakfast. That's exactly what I'm doing. Why are you in the kitchen? Making breakfast. What about Akiko? Usually she would be the one making breakfast in the kitchen. But I don't see her this morning. Akiko's still sleeping. That's unusual. Never seen Akiko sleep in before during my time here. Is that why Nayuki overslept as well? So I'm making breakfast in place of her. She nods with genuine happiness. Okay, I'm going to school now. Uku, wait! I'm in a rush, okay? You still have time. I have morning practice today too. You never joined a club. Bye, Ayu. I make an attempt to leave the room. Uku, I've been waiting for you to wake up this whole time. Well, I didn't have to. Uku, but I worked so hard to make your food. You really didn't have to. Uku. I won't die without breakfast, okay? But you'll be hungry. She glances to the side with a pout on her face and a frying pan in her hand. Fine, I'll eat something before I go. I would be a truly horrible person if I didn't humor her a little, since she's sincerely trying to make breakfast for me. Okay, thank you, Yuichi. What are you making with that frying pan anyway? Toast. Ayu, you don't make toast on a frying pan. What? Really? Actually had no idea, huh? But I already made one. Are you talking about the squarish objects on this dish? The dark lump has been bothering me, but I was trying to ignore it. It's burnt beyond burnt. I can barely discern the original shape of the sandwich bread it was made from, and it's as dark as a raven. It's transcended the realm of sandwich bread into the realm of inedibles. What must one do to reduce a piece of bread to this state? It doesn't occur to you at all that you might have done something wrong when you look at this thing? A little. I guess I should be grateful you didn't burn down the house. Sincerely, I truly am grateful. That's once yours, so eat up. Absolutely not. Maybe it's actually really good. Then you eat it. Sure. She puts down the frying pan and grabs the toast on the table. Then she bites down. Crunch. Is it good? I can't bite through it. Thought so. Ooh, goo, it's so hard. Now, do you understand? That isn't edible at all. It'll be perfect if you soak it in a bit of hot water. We're not talking about a cup noodles here. Ooh, goo, what are you going to eat for breakfast? I'll buy some bread at the convenience store. I'm sorry, Yuichi. You have school too, right? Better hurry. I'll go after cleaning up. Okay, sorry, but I'm leaving first. Yeah, see you later, Yuichi. I can feel Ayu's eyes on me as I exit the house by myself. Akiko didn't wake up even once. I turn around to look at the door plate inscribed with Minase. My mumblings coming out as white breaths. Outside, the weather hasn't changed much. The path I usually take with Nayuki, I hardly ever take this path alone. As such, the familiar scenes around me seem to have a different vibe to them. Yuichi! Halfway through, I hear someone calling me from behind. Yuichi! Yuichi! The voice repeats my name again and again urgently. What's wrong, Ayu? Finished cleaning up? It's Akiko! She's... When I turn around, I see a breathless Ayu running toward me. What happened to Akiko? Ayu's clearly not herself. She must have run out so quickly she didn't have time to put on a coat. Hugu! Yuichi! What happened? Hugu! Akiko is... She grabs onto my uniform with tears in her eyes. Akiko is going to become like Mom if we don't hurry! She says with a teary voice as she trembles in my arms. Ayu isn't making any sense, but I figure out that something must have happened to Akiko. Go with me, please, Yuichi! She grabs my hand and starts pulling. Her uncovered hands are as cold as ice. Just calm down first. Ugu, Mom! Calm down, talk to me. Take it slow. What happened? I use short sentences like I would when trying to ask a child for information. Ugu, Akiko! It seems to work because Ayu is sobbing less now. Akiko didn't wake up, so I got worried. And you went into her room, right? Ugu, she's in pain, and she has a fever, and... At this, I recall what Akiko looked like last night. That's right, she did seem a little feverish then. Akiko! Akiko! Yuichi, please save Akiko! I don't want Mom to disappear again. I don't want to feel sad anymore. Her increasingly steady voice starts showing signs of trembling again. I got it already, relax. Sniff! Did you check her temperature? Ugu, not yet. Did Akiko say anything? She said it's just a cold and she'll be fine. I see. Yuichi, please come back with me. Please save Akiko. I'm going to go back. Alright, let's go back. Sniff. Thank you, Yuichi. Her expression relaxes at last. You ready? We're running back. Yeah. I pat her on the head as she nods. We turn around to go back the way we came from. Sniff. Mom. Mom, huh? You go past the footsteps we had left behind in the snow and enter the house again. Welcome home, Yuichi. I open the doors to find Akiko standing there in her pajamas. You're home quite early today. Akiko, shouldn't you be lying down? I really should. She's smiling, but her face is full of fatigue at the same time. Akiko! Ayu shows her face from behind me. Akiko, do you still have a fever? Yes, it's about 39 degrees Celsius. Then you should be in bed. I just made a call to my workplace to tell them I'm not coming in. Probably have a cold, right? It would seem so. I should be fine after taking some medicine and resting for today. She says that, but I'm not a doctor, and even I can tell she's not in good shape. Even standing seems laborious. Her breathing sounds anguished, too. I'll be fine, she repeats before returning to her room on the first floor. Akiko! We watch as she slowly makes her way back to her room. I'll stay here all day to nurse her back to health. Not like I can convince you otherwise. Yep, because I love Akiko. Yeah, okay. She's in your good hands while Nayuki and I are at school. You got it. I'm going back to school now. I'll call during breaks. Okay, thanks, Yuichi. She nods in agreement, and I pat her head again before returning to school. We're in school. When I reach the classroom, first period has already begun. I briefly explain the situation to the teacher before heading to my seat. Yuichi? Nayuki calls out to me worriedly from the next seat. I'll explain later. She seems to accept that as she goes back to paying attention to the lesson. After first period ends, the teacher closes the attendance book and leaves. What happened, Yuichi? Akiko couldn't get up because she has a cold. Huh? Ayu ran to tell me, so I went back home for a while. Is Mom okay? She has a fever, but insists she'll be better after resting. I see. She breathes out in relief. She has full faith in her own mother's words. And then Ayu said she'll stay behind to nurse Akiko back to health. Ayu did. She was really worried. Yeah, I'm supposed to be making regular phone calls to check in. Where's the payphone? There should be one in the hallway next to the entrance. Got it, thanks. I thank her and check that I have enough small change before leaving the classroom. There's only a 10-minute break between lessons, so I don't have much time. The moment I step out, however, I turn back. What's wrong? She looks at me in bewilderment. What's the home phone number again? Home, as in my home? Yeah. You don't know the number? I wouldn't have waited on the station bench for 2 hours if I had now, would I? You have a point. She tears the corner from a page in her notebook and scribbles the number on it. Here. I take the paper and leave again quickly. I find the payphone without much trouble. There's only one. Fortunately, nobody else is using it. I dial the numbers on the scrap of paper Nayuki gave me. The phone rings for a while, then gets back up. Hello, Minase residence. Ayu, it's me. Uku, Yuichi. Her relieved voice is transmitted over the receiver. Sorry, I don't have much time to talk. How's Akiko doing? Her fever went down a little. That's great, but there's no cold medicine in the house. You mean you asked Akiko where it was and couldn't find it? No, I don't. I know where it is, but there's nothing there. Ayu sounds helpless. I was just about to go out and buy some. Okay, that's a good idea. But what type should I get? Just regular cold medicine will do. Where's the pharmacy? You know where the game arcade in the shopping district is? Yes. It should be near there. Okay, I'll go get it right now. Hold on. I stop her from rushing out immediately. Do you have money for the medicine? Yes, I have the pocket money I earned from helping Akiko out around the house. Okay, that should be fine then. The school bell starts ringing throughout the school. It signals the end of the 10-minute break. I'll go now. Yeah, need to go back to class too. Yuichi? Yes? Akiko will get better, right? Of course she will. Okay. I'll call you again in an hour. Bye-bye, Yuichi. I put the phone down and return to class. Hey, there we go. Bonnie is here. Bleach Van is here. How's everyone doing today? Bonnie's not in the hospital? Are you not in the hospitals? Someone's sick in this game too, Bonnie. But yeah, how are you two today? How's Bonnie and Bleach Van today? School started for Bleach Van. You poor kid. You'll be fine, I believe in ya. The second period of classes. Tomorrow you'll be... I'll wish you luck, alright? You'll be fine. I believe in ya. Be strong. I told Ayu it would be okay, but I just can't stop thinking about the matter. Judging from the look of worry on Nayuki's face, she seems to be struggling with that as well. You're gonna lurk, alrighty. Thank you for lurking, my friend. Eventually, second period ends. I pick up the receiver and dial the phone number. Next to me is Nayuki, who came with me because she is worried. After a few rings, Ayu picks up the phone. Yuichi! Her voice sounds soft and unsure. Did you manage to get the medicine? Yes. Okay, that's a relief. Which game is this? It's a game called Kanon. It's a visual novel, and it's super, super good. It takes place in winter, which is, the season that we're in now. But it's no good. What is? This medicine is supposed to be taken after food. It's true. Most cold medicines are taken after food. What should I do? isn't there any food lying around? I've looked. Her tone drops. Then there's no choice but to go back to the shopping district to buy something, huh? But I don't have any more money. How is Akiko? She seems to be in pain. We can't ask her to make some food for herself then. I don't know what to do. She sounds like she's about to cry. The anime you talked about? Yep. Kanon. It's a visual novel and an anime. Ayu has to make some food. Ayuki whispers to me at this point, having been listening silently to our conversation so far. That's the most reckless option. Richie, give me the phone. Okay. I'm intimidated by your unusual serious expression. I hand the receiver over to her. Hello, Ayu. Ayuki keeps talking to Ayu about something until the bell rings, signaling the end of break. We talked about the phone call while making our way back to class. Should we really have asked her to cook? She'll be fine. But you've seen the disaster she whipped up. She doesn't know the steps, that's all. I explained everything clearly. She should be fine. You have to trust her. Right. She's trying so hard to do it right. Third period comes and goes. I barely remember what was being taught. We head downstairs to give Ayu a call. Darn it, it's in use. Someone is already using the one and only payphone. Oh dear. Ayuki looks stumped. She never looks stumped. Are there any other payphones around? This is the only one students are allowed to use. We may be able to borrow the ones in the staff room if we explain the situation. We have no time. The period stretches on for a little longer than usual. In the end, the break is over before we can make the phone call. Read 10 chapters of Soul 9, leveling 8M, reading its manhwa. I don't know what you said there, Bleach fan. Sounds like you're reading something interesting, eh? The final class on Saturday. Feels like time passes slower than usual. Nevertheless, it passes, and the sound of the final bell eventually reaches the classroom. Solo leveling. What does that mean? Solo leveling? Ayuki can't be absent from club today, so we part ways and I start walking home. I'm really sorry. It's not her fault, really. She's the club leader, after all. There aren't too many people on the road. I go straight home, cutting through the cold north wind and the powder snow it stirs up. You're at 45 chapters. That's a lot of chapters. Well done. The house is quiet. I insert the spare key into the door to open it, only to find that it hasn't been locked. That's careless. I open the door with a wry smile. There's no noise in the house. Not a single sound can be heard. I'm back! I greet softly while stepping inside. A subtle smell tickles my nostrils. Is Ayu still cooking in the kitchen? It's a famous anime you're reading. Is it called manhwa or something like that? Your anime? She's taking a lot longer than I thought, though I wouldn't put it past her. I walk down the cold hallway and peek into the kitchen. There's no one inside. This is a familiar sight. There are ingredients, seasonings, and utensils scattered all around the dining table and kitchen. Is it called solo leveling or manhwa? Sorry, Bleach fan. I'm not a smart person. I need things explained a little bit more. Solo leveling is the name. Cool. In the middle of them is a pot on the stove giving off a delicious aroma. Open the lid on the warm pot and look inside. It's rice porridge. Take an experimental bite. It's bland. The rice porridge had a mild flavor, but it's good. This subtle flavor is just what a sick person would need. I'll take some of for myself later. I close the lid and leave the kitchen. I should check on Akiko. After leaving the kitchen, I head to Akiko's room on the first floor. The room is quiet. I lift a hand to knock, then hold back. Feels like Akiko may be sleeping. I'm coming in. I open the door without knocking. Ah. Welcome home, Yuichi. Akiko is sitting up in her bed. The afternoon sun is shining through the window. She's wearing a coat over her pajamas and stroking the head of a sleeping girl next to her. Shouldn't you be lying down? I'm alright, not completely, but I'm feeling much better now. She places her hand on Ayu's head with a serene expression on her face. Thanks to her, Ayu is sound asleep under the warm rays of sunlight filtering in through the curtains. It's like a manga but written in Korean. Ooh, cool. Would be cool if I could see it sometime. I hope it's good still. Like all the way through. She was caring for me the whole time. I see a basin of ice water on the table. My fever has gone down because of that. And the rice porridge was delicious too. She glances down at the sound asleep Ayu and strokes her hair again. Mom! Ayu stirs and whimpers. Ayu? Her breath evens out again. You'd think she was my actual child like this. Ayu really looks up to you, Akiko. As if you're her real mom. I'm glad to hear that. She gently touches her hair like one would their actual daughter. But I still think you should lie down for a bit more. Suppose so. Shall I wake Ayu up? Akiko shakes her head slowly at my question. She's sleeping so soundly. Alright, she was doing all this by herself. I'll carry her back to Nayuki's room then. Yes, I would appreciate that. Mom! I lift up Ayu's body carefully so as not to wake her. I will, Bleach fan. I will. Don't you worry. But first, this visual novel. Her tiny body is a lot lighter than I had imagined. Still sleeping, Ayuki announces upon returning to the living room after checking. Which one? Both. She gives a short answer and sits down beside me. Mom's complexion is looking much better. Good, the worst is over. Yeah. What about Ayu? Still sleeping. She's probably very tired. I would think so, after all that running around. Yeah, she was a great help. She even cooked something properly. Is IG on Switch? Huh? This game on Switch? I don't know if this game is on Switch or not. You should look super quick. We had to have rice porridge for both lunch and dinner because of that. It's on Steam, Bleach fan, if you want to play it. It's on Steam. Yeah, we did. She laughs happily. I'm going to bed now. She stands up. Where will you sleep? My room. Don't worry. I fall asleep lightning fast. I won't wake Ayu. Yeah, okay. Night. Yeah, good night, Yuichi. She leaves the living room while pulling the sleeves of her short coat together, seemingly cold. Left by myself, I decide to turn the TV on. I spend some time watching the boring program being shown and stand up from the sofa as it ends. I should sleep too. I start walking toward my room. You don't have a PC? Aw, man. You should get one. You should ask for one for your birthday. Once there, I dive into bed without turning the lights on. It doesn't take long for me to fall asleep after I close my eyes. January 24th. Sunday. When I wake up in the morning, I realize that it's no longer morning. Yesterday's happenings took a greater toll on my mental energy than I thought. It's already afternoon. Well, I pull my heavy body out of bed and get dressed. Realizing I'm hungry, I leave the room in search of food. I bump into Ayu in the hallway. She's just stepping out of Nayuki's room. I'm doing good, Bleach fan, thanks. I'm feeling good, and I'm ready to finish this game today. I might do it. I hope your life is going good too. I bump into Ayu in the hallway. She's just stepping out of Nayuki's room. Yuichi, you just woke up? Yeah. Well then, good morning, Ayu. Oh yeah, morning, Yuichi. She's fine. Her fever's gone. You nursed her back to health. Akiko's really grateful you know. But I fell asleep halfway. You did everything you could have done alone. Don't feel bad. Also, I was supposed to go home yesterday. Ayu seemed fraught by the fact that she stayed another night. Hey, are you hungry? Huh? The only thing I ate yesterday was some lightly seasoned rice porridge. Like a roller coaster. Hopefully there's more ups. And, or is it more downs? I don't know. I think it's, more ups. Hope it's mostly good. You ate my cooking? She looks up and stares at my face. It was good, just a little bland. Really? She suddenly brightens up. Leagues better than what you made so far. Thank goodness. She looks down and mumbles. But the cabbage wasn't cut evenly. Ooh, goo, it was still edible, wasn't it? Exactly. I pat her on the head before heading downstairs. Yeah. She nods enthusiastically behind me. Good morning, Yuichi. Akiko is standing in the kitchen as usual, as if nothing had happened. You're feeling better today, Akiko? Yes, thank you for your concern. She smiles as she pours some coffee into cups. You could not have guessed she was sick yesterday from her expression. But please don't push yourself too hard, okay? I took today off as well, so I'll be fine. Akiko. Ayu walks in with a look of concern. She's already dressed to go. It got all better because of you, Ayu. No, Bleach fan, I don't like that game. I'm not a fan of Rocket League in the slightest. Sorry. I will be playing something cool tomorrow, though. Wait till you see. Ayu keeps staring at the floor, and she looks up with a determined look on her face. I'm going home today. I see. Please FR me? On what? What do I friend you on? Akiko simply smiles. Around what time? Before it gets dark. Ayu. She calls her name gently. Come visit anytime you like, alright? Okay. I can't replace your mother, but I think I can still be your family. Akiko, I'm going to do something special for today's lunch. I'll help, Mom. Nayuki is staring at us from the door. I hadn't even realized she showed up. Please, for you? For you, I actually won't play it, because if I do play it, you're gonna hate me. You're gonna really, really hate me. Like, I really don't like Rocket League, Bleach fan. Like, really, really don't like it, and I might ruin the game for you. So for your sake, I will avoid it at all costs. It's just a game I have no interest in whatsoever. Zero interest in. You're bad at it? Yeah, that's okay. You'll get better. I got my own games, and, you got your games. We just gotta understand that we just like different games. Nayuki is staring at us from the door. I hadn't even realized she showed up. I'll help too. Yes, I think it's a great idea for Ayu to help. Yeah, I'll do my very best. Looking at Ayu's smiling face, I find myself deeply wanting this moment to continue forever. Aww, that's too bad. Well, you'll win some, hopefully soon. I don't think it's impossible to make that wish come true. Right now I have no doubts about it. We enjoy Akiko's special lunch together and chat with each other for a while. Eventually, Nayuki stands up to go, and we all leave to do our own things as well. I should be going home now. Ayu and I are alone in the living room. I'll walk you back. Thanks, you're so nice, Yuichi. I wouldn't say that. You haven't changed at all from the past. You haven't, changed at all either. Somehow the little girl in my fragmented memories overlaps with the Ayu in front of me. You got a crazy assist? Cool. Well done. Neither of us have grown up. Maybe not. I stand up and search for cold medicine in the medicine box. Here. I toss the box over to Ayu. She catches the bottle with a confused look. What's this for? For taking, of course. Who's taking it? You. I'm already full, though. But that's why you should be taking it. But I'm completely fine. She stares at me. Her face looks slightly feverish. What you do at the start of a cold is crucial. Are you worried about me? Are you worried about me? No. That's right. That's right. Do you know about Inky Pen? Nope, I never heard of it. What is it? Sort of. That's nice, even if it's not a full answer. Just take it already. Okay. She nods but keeps staring at the bottle. You can't ingest something by staring at it. That's true. She still doesn't take it. What's wrong? I don't like pills. Then what sort of medicine do you usually take? The kind in powder or liquid form? What are you, 7? Ooh, goo, I knew that was coming. Just pretend you're eating candy and chew on it. You don't usually chew on candy, you know. I chew candy. It doesn't taste nice like that. But you can finish it quickly. Candy should be slowly enjoyed. Okay, just slowly suck on that pill like a candy then. Erg. After a bit of hesitation, she pops a few pills into her mouth. Yuichi. What? It's so bitter. Deal with it. But it's super bitter. As medicine should be. Ooh, goo. Go drink some water. It's an app on Switch? Ah, gotcha. I don't normally do apps. It's cool. That's cool, though. I'll check it out sometime. Ooh, goo. Okay. She makes her way to the kitchen slowly. She really does behave like a kid. I shouldn't have teased her so much. Thanks for waiting. Okay, let's go. Yeah. She turns around to look at the building she had called home for a few days. You can come back for a visit anytime like Akiko said. Yeah, thank you, Yuichi. Let's get going. Yeah, let's. Which way is your house? It's this way. She points toward the station. Are you really going to walk me there? I feel bad about it. You don't have to. Take it as thanks for what you did yesterday. Voice acting is sort of cringe. What, my voice acting or like other voice actings? Okay, but only until the station. It's just around the corner from here. That's what you want? Yeah, it is. Ayu leads the way, and I follow along behind her. We stroll through the street together in the sunset. The bouncing wings on Ayu's back seemed a little sad. Here we are. She jumps on the spot and turns around. Are you sure this is far enough? The game's voice acting. I don't know one way or another. Yeah, I'll be fine. The station is so red in the rays of the setting sun that it seems almost magical. Yuichi, do you remember this bench? The wooden bench that is currently basking red. It's located in the square in front of the station, so there's a thin layer of snow on it. Orange snow, a red bench, and a smiling little girl. I waited for a long time. She touches the bench backrest slightly. For you to come, I waited and waited. On this bench, I remember, that winter, Ayu and I made a promise to meet here. At sunset, I sneaked out of the house to come here. I saw her sitting in the usual place with an anxious look on her face. She looked up when she noticed me and gave me a carefree smile, and my memories from 7 years ago. The scenes from that time. It took so long, Yuichi. She looks up at me while sitting on the bench. Sorry, I was a little late. Not a little, a lot. She smiles from her seated position on the bench, surrounded by orange light. It continued like that until the day I returned to my town. Thanks for walking me back today. She jumps up from the bench. I told you, thanks for yesterday. I'm so glad Akiko got better. Yeah, but don't push yourself too hard either. Akiko will be really upset if you get sick. And I would be too. Yuichi. The light reflecting off of the station's windows cast a reddish shadow over Ayu and myself. Aren't I getting spoilers? It's the end of the game, so yeah, probably. This is the final route after all. I don't want my favorite people to disappear again. Yuichi, have you ever lost someone dear to you before your eyes? I can't figure out the look on Ayu's face as she asked that question. Her voice that was once so familiar now sounds so distant. I couldn't do anything. It made me realize just how much of a powerless child I was. The only thing I could do was call out. I kept calling out for Mom until my voice went hoarse. I never want to feel that way again. Her voice is trembling, and her eyes are brimming with tears. I can't bear to see her like this. Have you ever felt that way before, Yuichi? A red sunset, red snow, and a particular scene suddenly comes rushing in from out of the depths of my memories. When I lost someone dear to me before my very eyes, someone very important, I was helpless. I couldn't even muster up the strength to call out for that person. I clung to the limp hand that had been held out for me. It was all I could do. You have, haven't you? The girl before me whispers. You know the sorrow of losing someone dear before your eyes. The red glow seems to get stronger. It slowly encroaches on every nook and cranny in town, like it's trying to stain everything red. Because you have the same expression as me. She's come so near to me before I realize it. Her large teary eyes are staring directly into mine. You're the same as me. The sorrow of losing a loved one. I know how it feels. That's why I never... She doesn't finish her last sentence. Tears stream down her reddened cheeks. Yuichi, don't look at me. I'm a mess right now. She manages to choke out through her tears. So please, close your eyes. All right, I'll do that too. She comes closer and tries to stand as tall as she can. I'll close my eyes too, so... Aww. I feel her breath close to my face. Her lips on mine feel soft and warm. It's a warmth that fills me with happiness. Our fleeting and superficial kiss feels somewhat familiar. Eventually and delicately, her lips draw away. I'm so sorry. She blushes right brightly and looks down. Don't be sorry, you idiot. But I disregarded your feelings and did something like that. Ayu, do you like me? Huh? I like you. Me too. I've liked you for the longest time. And I think I'll always like you as long as you'll always like me back. She sputters and keeps her head down in embarrassment. I'm not sure, but I think they should be correct. She slowly raises her flushed face. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I shouldn't talk about things I'm not used to. She smiles shyly. You and me both. Huh? We've waited 7 years. Yuichi! From now on, it's time for us to get those 7 years back. Yeah! 7 years ago during winter, there was a girl I really liked. Memories of that period have been hidden deep within me, like they've been covered by fallen snow. Let's meet here again tomorrow, just like before. Got it. We'll meet at the bench in front of the station after school. Yep. Until I meet the innocently nodding girl with red eyes again. The 25th. The bell indicating the end of 6th period rings throughout school. Awesome. School's out. Not awesome at all. Trying to rain on my parade, Kaori? You're on cleaning duty this week, Aizawa. I just transferred here, and I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sure you had to clean at your previous school before. She hands me a broom. Who put you in charge anyway? I'm the class president, she says as she grabs the dustpan. I didn't know that. Anyway, you can go home after you've done some cleaning. I should escape. The thought crossed my mind for a brief instant, but I dismiss it knowing she'd be really angry after that. Cleaning, cleaning! Nayuki is humming an unknown song happily while hitting the blackboard erasers. By the time I finish cleaning and leave the school, the scenery has already changed. The clouds are red and the school is so different than usual it almost seems unfamiliar. She must be so angry. I picture Ayu's pouting face in my mind as I dash through the evening town. She's sitting alone on the bench covered in the red tint of sunset. Hey. Ah! When she notices me, she looks up. Uku, you're late. Sorry, I had cleaning duty. Oh, okay. Her sulking face slowly softens. It wasn't your fault then. She stands up and pats the snow off her body. Cleaning has to be done properly. So what are we doing today? Going to our usual place, of course. Our usual place? Huh? Where's our usual place again? She laughs sheepishly. She suggested it and she doesn't know. Maybe it's the shopping district. Oh, okay, to the shopping district. Great, let's hold hands. No. Why? It's embarrassing. It's a lot more embarrassing to kiss someone in such a high traffic area if you ask me. Ah, that was... She blushes brightly and looks down. I don't know why I find that gesture of hers so adorable. Come on, hurry up before I leave you behind. Huh? Hey, wait! She runs after me frantically, the wings on her back flapping as she does. The slightly angled sun casts long shadows of us on the stone pavement. I don't mind holding hands. She grabs my hand with a red face. It's a bit warmer this way, right? Her small hand touches mine in my pocket. I was joking when I suggested holding hands, but this does feel pretty nice. Oh yeah, can I ask you something? Okay, if I know the answer. We continue down the path with her hand in my pocket. I've been wondering, why do you always talk like you're a boy? Why? Because I've talked like that since I was little? But you're a girl, so you should talk more like one. Uku, what do you mean? Your tone of voice, choice of words, things like that. What about it? You just don't talk like a girl, like the way Nayuki talks, you know? I see. She seems to be getting the picture. Is there something wrong with the way I talk? Not really. I'm just saying you could try to be more girly sometimes. She tilts her head and thinks deeply about it. I still think I prefer my usual style. You shouldn't get stuck in your ways. Uku, let's try something different. Like what? She looks up at me in confusion. The wings on her back flutter about in the wind like a dog's wagging tail. For example, try saying... Wow. The thing for this one is watashi, but none of the choices are watashi. Good guide. good, awesome guide, guys. I'm gonna save it here. I don't know what watashi means, so I guess we'll do this one. How about I'm the cutest girl in the world? That sounds weird coming out of your mouth, Yuichi. Sorry about that. And it won't sound good coming out of mine either. Just try saying it once, how about that? Not even once, it's too embarrassing. I said it just now, didn't I? That's not the problem here. Just want to know more, please. Are you getting a kick out of this? Nope. That sounds suspicious. Nothing suspicious at all. Your eyes are twinkling. My eyes are always twinkling. Fine, just once, okay? Yeah, okay, here goes. She puts on a face of stern determination and breathes in deeply. I'm the... She tries to say the words with great effort and embarrassment. I'm the cutest girl in the world! Well, the world froze over for a second there. Ooh, goo, leave me alone. Yeah, did it suit you at all? Ooh, goo, you have no idea how awkward that felt. Sorry, I'll buy some taiyaki for you later. Huh? Really? Yeah, I promise. Okay. Her mood brightens immediately and she starts getting excited again. The shopping district is completely red. Ayu is walking right next to me. She's holding a bag of taiyaki in one hand, while her other hand is in my pocket. Taiyaki! Looking closer into the bag again, she smiles blissfully all the way to her eyes. Let's eat them together later. By the way, did you find what you were looking for? Not yet. That's too bad. Maybe it's better if I don't find it, she whispers as if to herself while looking down. How would you think that? Wasn't it something important? Yes, it is. Then why think about giving up? I don't know, but I do know this one thing. I'm really happy right now. Meeting you, talking with you like this, makes me very happy. I really like you, Yuichi. A lot. She turns her head aside shyly before continuing. What I was looking for is probably unnecessary if I'm happy. That's why I'm not bothered about it now. I see. If it ever becomes necessary one day, I'll look for it again then. Her hand in my pocket squeezes mine. Let's eat the taiyaki before it gets cold. Okay. She opens the paper bag excitedly. Oh, they look so delicious. White steam rises from the snowy town. Wow, there's so many. How about lots? So I can eat lots? As much as you want. Okay. She quickly takes a taiyaki out and bites right into it. Ooh, goo, it's so good. Her expression relaxes in bliss. Can I have one too? Of course. She holds out the paper bag to me. I take out a freshly baked taiyaki. The color of the town changes from sunset red to white. Hey, you got some red bean paste on your lips. Huh? Where? I'll wipe it off for you. Don't move. I use my index finger to wipe the paste off the corner of her lips. It's clean now. I could have wiped it away for myself, when you didn't even notice it was there, but you made it awkward. Red light fills the streets, creating an almost dreamy scene as Ayu and I walk through town together, while relishing freshly made taiyaki. I part ways with her and return home. Night has already fallen by the time I arrive. It's nearly midnight by the time I finish dinner, bathing, and homework. Another fun day thus draws to a close. Turning off the lights, I crawl into bed and fall asleep before long. Good night! The next day. The usual alarm wakes me up in the morning. I look at the clock. It's time to get up. Throw the curtains open to let in the morning sun. It's bright and dazzling outside. Snow on the rooftops reflect the sun, a strong white light on the entire town. I change into my uniform and grab my bag. After squinting against the bright light outside one last time, I leave the room. Tuesday lessons continue on. They were meaningless to me at first, but things have improved now that I understand a little more. Early afternoon comes and closes peacefully. Eventually, classes end. School is over, Yuichi. When the teacher leaves, my cousin comes over to my desk as usual. She's holding a broom and dustpan. Time to clean. I don't want to. Many hands make light work. It'll be over in a jiffy. Yeah, let's get this over and done with quickly. Take a broom from Nayuki and start by moving the desk into a corner. The cool temperature of town is a godsend when doing vigorous activities like this. When I finally go outside, the world is completely red. Red school building, red ground, red sky, red clouds, and red snow. The scenery in town changes as time passes. I squint against the strong setting sun and head to the promised place. There's a girl sitting by herself on a reddened bench. Ah! When the winged girl notices me, she looks up. Hey! Hello, Yuichi! Were you waiting long? A little. Hungry? A little. Alright, let's go grab something at the shopping district. Okay. What do you feel like having? Taiyaki! That's the Ayu I know. Yep! She stands there by herself, nodding away enthusiastically with the brightest smile. Let's go before it gets dark, Ayu. I ruffle her hair. That tickles! She grumbles. Together we depart from the sunset-colored station to the shopping district, also baked in red. What if? A very big what if? Okay. Okay. Ayu suddenly starts talking as we're walking along the street with a bag of newly bought taiyaki. What if my first love was you, Yuichi? What would you do? I'd make you cancel that. Why? Because it's common knowledge that the first love will never work out. Yuichi, she jumps forward happily and turns around. Did you just say something super embarrassing? Her eyes followed my face relentlessly as I look to the side. Leave me alone. First love never works out. Yeah, it was the same for me. My first love. She was standing in the sunset with a tear-stained face. Actually, who was my first love? I can't seem to recall no matter how hard I try. All I remember is how sad I felt. Huh? After I blurt that out loud, Ayu stares at me in confusion. Just talking to myself. That's so gloomy. Leave me alone. She flashes me a smile. Are you happy right now, Ayu? Yeah, very happy. Although the smile she puts on as she says that seems a little sad. Any time I get to spend with you is priceless. But sometimes I feel uneasy. Happiness is scary. I'm scared and anxious. What if everything I have now is just a dream? You're thinking too much. Yeah. Also, it doesn't suit you to be uttering serious stuff like that. Uku, now you leave me alone. It's not 7 years old. It's not 7 years ago anymore. I'll always be here. After winter, when spring comes, even after the snow melts, I'll always be in this town, right next to you. I promised, didn't I? Serious stuff doesn't suit you either, Yuichi. Sorry about that, but I'm glad. She forces herself to smile despite her sobs. Your taiyaki will taste salty if you cry. Uku, it's okay. It's okay, because it's a familiar flavor. She bites into her taiyaki and expresses her approval through tears and laughter. The red glow on the town eventually fades into darkness. Darkness. After bathing and returning to my room, I turn on the heater. I'm still feeling warm from the bath, but it's too cold here. My body will be cold again before I even realize it. I lean against my bed and stretch. The only light spilling into the hallway on the second floor is from my room, so Nayuki must already be asleep. I glance at the ticking clock face of the alarm and see if that it's past 10 o'clock. I smile wryly at Nayuki's clockwork-like schedule, only applicable to sleep, and start thinking about what I can do to pass time. For now, I decide to go to the convenience store to get a snack. Immediately after that idea comes to mind, a strong wind starts blowing. The window frame rattles noisily. I can't believe I'm thinking of going out to buy something on such a cold night. That thought would never have crossed my mind when I first came here. I'll get used to it, I'm sure of it. I remember Nayuki telling me that with a smile, and her words really came true. That's kind of annoying. Though I'm not entirely sure what I'm feeling annoyed by exactly. Sometimes I wonder, maybe I've been rejecting the idea of getting used to this town. I'm not sure. Suddenly, the sound of something heavy sliding off the roof echoes throughout my room. The snow must have gotten too heavy and fallen off. Knock knock. Then I hear a different sound. This time it sounds like knocking. It's not coming from the door, which means the window from outside? Okay. Open. I'm probably imagining things, but it turns out I'm not. I stand up and walk closer to the drawn curtains. Knock knock. Yes, the knocking sound is coming from outside the window. I grab the curtain and throw them wide open. Uku! Ayu is plastered to the window pane. Uku, it was so cold! Ayu wails miserably as I try to dry her hair with a towel. I fetch from the bathroom cold and dark and scary. And then snow fell down from the roof. What a disaster. Only have yourself to blame. What? No, I've always been a good girl. Good girls don't eat and run. I paid them back later. And you're trying to play thief today? Ooh goo, a thief wouldn't knock. That's true. Then what were you doing? I came to see you, that's all. She mutters shyly while looking down. Use the front door like a normal person. I was going to, but only your room still had the lights on. Didn't want to wake everyone up by ringing the doorbell. Hey stars, how you doing today? It's good to see ya. How's life treating ya? So I did my best to climb all the way up here. Moron. Ooh goo, that's blunt. But I'm a moron too for liking that part of you as well. Really? I don't understand it either. And that's the truth. But we're seeing each other again tomorrow anyway. Why come tonight? Yes, but I just wanted to see you tonight. I'm doing good, thanks. I'm glad you're well. I might finish this game today, stars. I might do it, maybe. Possibly, maybe. I'ma try. Even though you're such a wuss. Ooh goo, I was scared, but I just wanted to see you. I get uneasy when I'm alone, she says as she wipes her tears away pitifully. You really are a moron. I put a hand on IU's head and tousle her hair. Ooh goo. I shrug my shoulders with a smile. So what do you intend to do now? I don't know. Moron of morons. Ooh goo, no I'm not. Want to stay the night? You can use the bed here. I'll sleep in the living room. Are you sure? Would you rather I sleep here with you? No. Or go home? Ooh goo, a bigger no. It's pitch black outside. Sorry, Yuichi. In the end, we decide that IU will sleep in my room while I take the living room sofa. You can use my pajamas if you like. No, it's fine. I'll sleep like this. See you tomorrow. Yes, good night, Yuichi. I lie on the sofa and cover myself with the blankets I pulled out from the closet. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Akiko's going to be so surprised when she wakes up tomorrow. I think to myself as I close my eyes with the blanket pulled over my head. It's Wednesday. Yuichi, I hear someone calling me through my light sleep. It's morning, Yuichi. Morning. Yawn. Good morning, Yuichi. Good morning. I rub my eyes and look around me. I'm not in my room. Oh right. Memories of last night came back to me. IU came visiting in the middle of the night and I came down here to sleep after letting her use my bed. May I start preparing for breakfast? Yes. I was so sure Akiko would be surprised to find me here, but she surprised me with her nonchalance instead. Always cool as a cucumber. I push my blanket away as that thought goes through my mind. Is IU still asleep? I run upstairs as I have to change into my uniform anyway. Huh? But there's no one in the room. Maybe she went home already. In any case, I change into my uniform and leave the room. Yuki has already left the house for morning practice. I'll be going to school alone today. Ah, Yuichi! IU is standing next to the front door. What are you doing here? I was hoping we could go to school together. I don't mean that. Why did you wait for me in the house? Or why didn't you? Because it's too awkward. She's right, though. It would be awkward for her to be seen lounging around in my room after that sudden late-night visit. Where's Nayuki? Morning practice. It's just us today. Oh, okay. Wanna walk together part way? Yeah. She adjusts her backpack and starts walking briskly. I've been wondering, what's in that backpack of yours? Normal stuff. Hang on a minute. Normal stuff. That's not very descriptive. Textbooks, notebooks, pencils and stuff. CDs borrowed from friends, magazines. Oh, that's seriously normal. I told you. We banter about mundane things. But every second we spend together is precious. I'm going this way. Halfway to school, IU points down the path on the right. Right, your school is this way. Yep, and still a ways to go. It's so nice that you can go to school in casual clothes. Not as nice as you think, but nobody knows you're a student when you go gallivanting after school, right? Well, maybe. Uniforms are too formal and of no benefit at all. But I actually wish I could wear your school's uniform. Even though it looks so weird. It's not weird, I just wanted to wear a uniform for once. Maybe you can borrow Nayuki's one day. Ooh, goo, but the size! Ah, right. Nayuki's pajamas didn't fit her well, there's no way her uniform would. Transfer over like me? That's not possible. I'd love to go see your school one day. My school? You like it so much there that I wish I could see what it's like. I can take you there. You sure? Why would that be a problem? When's a good time? How about today? This evening, then. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That said, we've been walking for a while now. I thought your school's the other way. Huh? Wah! She quickly turns around to go back to where... She quickly turns around to go back the way we came from. See you later, Yuichi! Yeah. Watch her until she disappears from sight, and then I continue on my way to school. All of today's classes come to an end at the ring of the bell. School's over, Yuichi! Finally. I throw my things into my bag messily. What are you doing after this? Going to school. Huh? I'm going to school after this. What school? See you, Nayuki. I'll leave the classroom with my bag. See you? Nayuki stares at me in confusion. When I reach the station, the sun is already low in the sky. Yuichi! Ayu is sitting on the bench. She comes running over when she notices me. Hello, Yuichi. I'm early today, right? Yeah, you are. Let's go. Okay, I'll lead the way. Ayu starts walking ahead of me. How long will it take for us to get there from here? About 30 minutes. That's pretty long. I checked the time on the station's clock. Should still have a bit of time before the sun sets completely. Ayu's school. Finally. She leads me to a place on the outskirts of town, to the entrance of a lush forest. In between the densely packed trees is just enough space for a little child to squeeze through. The only things in that space are a complex network of interweaving branches, and a layer of fallen snow on top of that canopy. That's all. I was standing still in front of them all. I can't see her face as she has her back against me. Wait, we're going in there? You said next to the forest, but it's actually inside? Yeah. It seems like Ayu is even more surprised than I am by the massive forest before us. The school is inside. This is such an inconvenient place. Yeah, Ayu. Is there really a school here? Doesn't make any sense. It does exist. It absolutely does exist. She sounds very unsure. Hey, wait. She steps into the forest without a word. Damn it. I can't let her go by herself. Above all, she's clearly acting strangely. I step in through the narrow space as well. Ayu is way ahead of me. Neither of us say anything for a while. Off the beaten path. That's the most appropriate description. The path gets narrower. Ayu's expression is starting to get more impatient. I know I'm being annoying, but is there really a school in here? Yes! The school I intended. That I've been attending. Even today. Her pace gets quicker and quicker, but the faster she goes, the narrower the path becomes. Eventually, that place appears before our eyes. Oh, the tree is not here. It's just a stump. A large clearing. The stump of a big tree is in the middle, surrounded by pockets of visible ground. Looks like the perfect place for curious children to play in. Ayu keeps staring at the place. Her gaze is especially transfixed on the tree stump. The massive tree stump that 3 adults with linked hands wouldn't be able to completely encircle. The scenery slowly turns red. This red scene. It triggers something in a corner of my memories. Deep down inside, a scene I've all but forgotten. This can't be. Ayu mumbles with a shaking voice. Why? Why am I... She's clearly frightened about something. I know this place. Her voice sounds choked. Right here. The school. This can't be. This can't be true. Because... She cries out tearfully with an anguished voice. I'm right here. So, how come... Ayu, I have no idea what's happening. I don't even know what to say to her. Is it wrong for me to be here? Am I not allowed to be here? I don't know who she's asking those questions to. No, this isn't true. It's not true. That can't be. Hey, Ayu. She crumbles to the ground like a puppet with cut strings. Right. I hear her whispering with a cracked voice. My bag. As if remembering something, she takes her bag off her back. I had school today, so... She unhooks the cover of the bag and opens it. Huh? Why? There's nothing inside. Ayu, what happened here? She leaves the bag on the ground and stands up. Nothing important. I almost can't decipher her teary speech. I just remembered a lot of old memories. Old memories? I have to go find... Hey, Ayu! She starts running, leaving her bag behind. I pick her bag up in a hurry. And then... I'm gonna give chase. I run after Ayu immediately with her bag in hand. We're running in the opposite direction we came into the forest from. The setting sun is barely visible and the dense forest is almost completely dark. I keep running after Ayu's tiny form. Protruding branches block my way along the dimly lit path. I frantically try not to lose sight of Ayu despite the obstacles, because it feels like I'll never see her again if I lose sight of her now. I don't know how long we've been running. We eventually come to a brightly lit place. It looks like a walking path. The light from the street lights casts the trees on both sides of the path in shadowy darkness. A chance location we stumbled upon when I catch up to Ayu after she started running recklessly. I find myself standing there. As I look up, I see translucent snow fluttering down in the darkness. There's no wind. It's a calm and silent night. Ayu! She suddenly bursts into tears, and I squint into the darkness as I call her name. Between the trees, in a space where light from the street light barely touches, I see a human figure. Ayu! I don't know if she hears me. I step across the snow as I approach the figure. Into a deeper darkness. Barely any light is shining through. Even the moonlight has been blocked by thick snow clouds. The snow becomes heavier. White flakes spiral down from on high. Ayu! I call out her name into the darkness. Her expression back then, those tears she shed, they seemed to like the tears of abject despair from someone experiencing a nightmare. Ayu! I call her name again. All I hear in the silence are the echoes of my own voice. Damn it! Ayu definitely came this way, like she's clinging onto something. When I last saw her, she was gripped to the core by hopelessness. The girl who was always cheerful, innocent, who would sulk and get angry when teased, but quickly smile again. Yes, the girl who would always smile in the end. But she wasn't like that at first. 7 years ago, when I first met her in this town shopping district, she was crying so sadly. And now, she seems just like that little girl back then. I have to find her. If I lose sight of her now, I'll never see her smiling face again. Somehow it feels like that to me. I walk deeper and deeper inside while brushing the snow away. My eyes are getting used to the darkness, but I still have to grope around to make progress. Scrunch. My heart skips a beat when I hear the sound of digging in the dead silence. Scrunch, scrunch. I'm not mishearing. Ayu? I grope my way around to the source of the sound. Scrunch, scrunch. An opening surrounded by trees. I hear the sound getting louder. And then... here she is. She's kneeling on the ground, on the wet ground, scooping up the soil. Ayu! She keeps digging wordlessly. What are you doing? More soil gets scooped up. She repeats her actions emotionlessly. At long last she stops. Her worn-out hands are covered with painful-looking scrapes. Some scrapes are even bleeding slightly. I'm looking for something. She raises her head, as if finally noticing my presence. Her face seems to be smiling and crying at once, barely maintaining a fine balance between the two, as if the slightest cue would cause her to break down in tears. Something that's buried here? Yeah. Why don't we look for it tomorrow after the sun comes up? That won't do. Because... She looks at me with a sad smile. The sun might never come up. Her expression is beyond despondent and her voice almost inaudible. Alright, I take off my coat and put it over her. Then I sit down next to her. Yuichi? I feel the cold snow and how it melts under my knees through my pants. You have to find this thing no matter what, right? Yeah. Then let's find it quickly. You have to find this thing, right? Yes. And it's somewhere around here? Yeah. I get on my knees and start parting the mud below the snow. We keep working without stopping, not knowing where exactly it is, or what it even looks like. We keep digging until our fingers hurt. However, we find nothing right to the very end. Look at us now. Yeah. Where's your coat, Ayu? Over there. She points at a tree. Ayu's coat is hanging on one of the branches. Wait here, I'll go get it for you. I'm sorry, Yuichi. No problem at all. I turn my back to her and start walking toward the coat on the tree. I don't think I can see you again. She speaks as I'm stretching out to grab the coat with my back turned. Even though we finally got to meet again, I'm really sorry. Huh? What are you talking about? I turn around. Ayu is not there. I'm sorry, Yuichi. I don't think I can see you again. Even though we finally got to meet again, I'm really sorry. Every last word of hers weighs in my heart like a heavy stone. And so, it's all I can do to stand there, rooted to the spot, almost like that day in winter. That night, I have a dream. In my dream, my hands are small and powerless. There's a girl, sitting on a wooden bench in a place washed over with orange hues, waiting for that one person. Ah! When she notices someone, she looks up. The sad expression on her face turns into a smile. Hello! Like melting ice. Yuichi! You took so long, Yuichi. Sorry, I had some preparations to do today. Preparations? Sorting out my luggage, you know? Oh, don't look at me like that. You're going back soon. I told you a while ago, didn't I? Yeah, but... And I gave you my prized possession too. The wish-granting doll. Yep. If I make a wish on this doll for you to not go back, will it happen? I told you I can only grant you wishes that I can fulfill, right? Yes, you did. Anyway, still have today and tomorrow. We can do anything together with 2 whole days. Eat all the taiyakis we want, climb trees all day. I'll take you wherever you want to go today, Ayu. I want to go there. To see the view of the town again? Yeah. She nods weakly and stands up. Ayu. I turn around so that she doesn't see my face. It's not like I want to go back either. Yuichi, come on, let's go, before the sun sets. Okay. Run ahead on the narrow path and that's still covered by, unmelted snow, while breaking up the branches blocking the way for the girl following behind me. Eventually, we see it. The network of interwoven branches, with a layer of snow on top, and the orange rays of the sun. The scenery is always the same here. It's really so pretty. Why isn't there an easier way to come here? Then it wouldn't be so secret anymore. That's true. A large tree stands tall in the clearing. I can't see the top because of the red glow. The more I crane my neck to look, the more it starts to hurt. I can't believe you can climb something like this. It's my speciality. Also, I only go up halfway. I can't even reach the halfway mark. Anyway, turn around, okay? Again, do I have to? Yes, you do. It's the last time, though, just a peek when it hurt. No. She rejects the idea immediately, and it's not the last time. There's still tomorrow. Yeah, so just turn around. Fine, fine. Turn my back to Ayu. Thank you, Yuichi. After turning away, I slowly close my eyes. Hear the rustling of the trees, the melody of the wind, and the sound of accumulating snow nearby. I love this moment where I can sense so much despite having my eyes closed. You can turn around now. I hear Ayu's voice from above. I slowly turn around. Looking up against the light, Ayu seems smaller than usual. The wind feels so nice. She relaxes into the passing breeze with both hands holding onto a thick branch. The sunset is pretty, but I wish I could see a different scene. She whispers, in a melancholic voice. Yuichi! She suddenly calls my name. I have 2 more wishes left. She takes out the angel doll from her pocket. You'll grant me anything as long as it's something you can do, right? I promise. You'll really grant me anything? Yes, anything. Cross your heart? Cross my heart. Cross your heart and hope to die? Cross my heart and hope to die. Well, I wish... She holds the doll closer as she speaks. I wish to go to school together, just for today. Let's make this place a school with just us as students. We'll go to school together, study together, eat school lunch together, clean the classroom together, and then go home together. She says everything quickly and then stops to catch her breath. Can this wish be granted? I did promise I'd grant you any wish that I can make come true. And so this place just became a school. A free school with no rigid rules and no need for uniforms. What about homework? None whatsoever. Exams? Of course not. That's nice. You can take breaks whenever you want and play to your heart's content. What a great school. It's our school. We should be allowed to do whatever we want. Then I have a request. Hey, Krusty. How you doing today? I'm doing well. How are you? I want taiyaki served for lunch. Every day? Yes, every day. That's a little... I don't care. Every day. Then I want a full air condition and the TV sets on every desk. That doesn't sound like a school. I'm free to do what I want, right? Yes, it's our school after all. Just the two of us. The smile on Ayu's face looks a little lonely. Let's meet again at this school. Having coffee, watching you on YouTube. Cool. I hope you enjoyed the story, by the way. It's nearing the end. We're in the end game of the story now, Krusty. Here? We made a promise to meet here again before it, right? Yeah. Next time I come to this town, we'll meet again at school. That's what I meant. It's a promise then. From that moment, this place became a school for just the two of us. Yeah, it is a good story. Very feelsy as well. This place became a school for just the two of us. A simple school pretend play. Just an ordinary and common children's game. That's all there was to it. Or so we thought. The 28th. When I wake up, I see bright sunlight coming in from the window. It's morning. The time period known as morning. My head is throbbing, not in a good way. How far along? Like right at the end. Like, this is the finale stream. Nevertheless, I rouse myself as best as I can. My fingers hurt. With a sharp pain, look and see that they're still bleeding a little. And I remember what happened yesterday. Are Ayu's hands okay? Hope she didn't catch a cold. I change into my uniform and open the curtains. The sky is clear and blue, as if it didn't snow heavily yesterday. A blue sky and white streets, flowing clouds. Somehow they form a lovely picture. I don't think I can see you again. I use words, the words she left behind. That has to be a tasteless joke, right? When I speak, the air turns white. My thoughts are on pointless things like the fleeting clouds. Good morning, Yuichi. Akiko smiles at me. Didn't need to wake up so early. Her voice is kind, and her face seems to say that she can't see right through me. But I have school. Did you not get enough sleep? She places coffee on the table. You can take a break from school if you're not feeling well. No, I'm fine. As I swallow the hot coffee, I think about how I'm fully aware that I'm actually not fine. Good morning. Mayuki greets us while rubbing her eyes. She's awake as well. Mom, I want coffee too. I've already prepared yours. Thanks. It's the usual morning scene. That's why Ayu's not here. She doesn't stay in this house. Nice weather. Mayuki mumbles as she steps on the freshly fallen snow. There are no footprints in yesterday's snow yet. Yeah, real nice. Hold my throbbing head as I look up at the sky. But today's sunset will be beautiful. You like sunsets? Not particularly. They're so pretty, right? More importantly, what's the time? Well, you don't have to run today. That's a relief. I honestly don't think I can run in my current condition. Let's go, Yuichi. She walks ahead happily, leaving footprints all over. Yeah. I follow along as we start walking together. There's no one else around, just Nayuki and me. I stand up from my seat immediately once school ends. Sixth period has never felt as painful as it did today. I have a headache. Are you okay, Yuichi? Nayuki calls out to me worriedly from the next seat while packing her things. I'm fine. Okay then. She looks conflicted. I'm heading out first. Okay. I grab my bag and leave the classroom, and then I head to the usual place. The town is covered in orange light that turns redder when reflected off glass. Ah, Yuichi! But I don't see the girl who always runs to me with a smile on her face and fluttering wings on her back. I don't think I can see you again. Her words are now right before me. An empty bench. Many people pass by, but I don't see the person I'm looking for among them. I sit on the snowy bench and stare at the sunset. Is this how Ayu felt? Waiting for someone who may or may not come at an unspecified time? Soon the red glow of sunset vanishes and is taken over by the darkness of night. The crowds thin until only a few are passing by. Then it dawns on me that I know nothing about Ayu. I don't know where she lives or what her number is. Only met her through a string of coincidences. That's why I thought I'd always be able to see her. Every day. But what I see before me now is reality. I turn down dinner and return to my room. My fingers don't hurt anymore, but my headache's still there. By chance my eyes fall on a corner of the room. Ayu left this behind. Her empty backpack. The muddy wings look somewhat sad. I thought you liked this bag. The expression on her face when she saw that it was empty. And her tearful face as she desperately dug in at the ground. Whatever's buried there, I have no clue what it could be. Then go to it. Dig it up. Yuichi? An anxious-looking girl is standing next to me. It's completely dark. She leans into me with a frightened look on her face. I'm scared. She wipes her tears away with her tiny hands. I pat her on the head. Thanks. My hands are tiny as well. It's gotten so dark. Ooh. The forest is already dimly lit on a good day. At night, it becomes pitch black. It's so scary. Don't worry, I'm right here with you. Yeah, it's okay. We'll see street lights once we exit the forest. Despite what I say, I'm also feeling a little fearful. In just an instant, the reddish scene before us has dissolved into darkness. Under the cover of night, our way back out of the forest seems to be blocked. Anyway, let's get out of this forest first. Okay. She nods weakly. But this isn't a forest. It's our school. Oh, right. Yeah. Can you walk? Yeah, I think so. Good. I grab Ayu's hand and start walking through the darkness. We walk directly into the darkness. I don't know the way out, but we should be able to get out if we walk in a straight line back the way we came from. Or I thought that might work. Ayu's hand is trembling. Don't let go of my hand. I'm holding tight, don't worry. Okay. She keeps following me, even though she sounds like she's on the verge of tears. I don't know how long we've been walking. I don't even know if we're walking in a straight line like I thought. We'll be okay. I try to convince Ayu and myself of that as we keep walking along what may or may not be the correct path. Eventually, I see light from between the trees. Ayu, we're almost there. Okay. After a while of walking toward the light, we come across a properly paved path. Yay. Looks like a walking path that's flaked on both sides by trees. Uichi, where are we? Outside the forest, at least. I've never seen this place before. Neither have I. Don't worry, we'll find now that we're out of the forest. Okay. She nods and I lead her down the pavement. I had no idea this place existed. Looks like a good place for a stroll. In daytime, of course. Ayu blurts out and stops walking. Did you see a flash? She's staring out at the bushes. Something someone dropped, maybe? Yeah. She walks closer to the spot. A glass bottle. The bottle she has in her hand has a large mouth and is an unconventional shape. I've seen shops selling similar bottles with candy inside before. It's probably something like that. I know. She nods and as an idea seems to strike her. Uichi, have you ever heard of a time capsules? Yes. You put keepsakes or a letter to your future self inside a container and bury it in the ground. For what? For yourself a few years later. So you bury something that you'll dig up a few years later? Yes, that's right. Okay, but why bring this up all of a sudden? Shall we use this for one? She holds out the bottle she had just picked up. Sure, but what should we put inside? This. That's the angel doll. Can we? But you still have one wish left, right? I already have 2 wishes granted. That's more than enough. Want to give the last wish to my future self, or maybe someone else. But I'm the one granting the wish. Yeah, good luck, Yuichi. Ayu smiles sweetly in the darkness. Alright, I don't mind. Yeah, thanks, Yuichi. We start digging in the ground using some fallen branches. This really should be buried deeper, she says as she places the bottle in the hole. The angel is squeezed tightly inside. Will we be able to find it? There are no markings. I look at Ayu as we throw soil on the bottle. Don't worry, it'll be found by whoever needs this doll, I'm sure of it. Takes a while, but more before we finally return to the familiar-looking shopping district. Taking longer than usual to return turned out to be a good thing. Here is fine. You're really fine by yourself? Yeah. Okay, let's part ways here then. We can still meet tomorrow, right? Yeah, in the morning. I'll be waiting for you at school tomorrow morning then. School? Yeah, school. We'll throw a farewell party for you before you transfer away. Right, let's meet at school tomorrow morning. Yeah, pinky swear. People don't normally make pinky swears to go to school, you know. But pinky swear. Yeah, okay. My tiny finger wraps around an even tinier one. It's warm and soft. Even after we let go of each other's fingers, the feeling stays engraved in my memories. We're slowly remembering everything, guys. Wow. Dots. After waking up, I stare at the ceiling. There's something in the corner of my memories, like fragments of a fading dream. The more I reach out to it, the farther away it goes. So near yet so far. I'll leave the room in that state. All of today's lessons come to an end at the ring of the bell. School is over, Yuichi. Yeah. You're still gloomy. I'm always gloomy. I don't think so. Nayuki, do you have club again today? No, not today. Well, that's unusual. So we can walk home together. You have plans? Sorry, Nayuki. Can you accompany me today? To the shopping district? Yes, for a while. I don't get it. I need some help. Okay, I don't mind. Just the two of us? Actually, it'd be better to have as many people as possible. In that case... I'm trying to find something. Here? Yeah. What exactly are we looking for? Kaori raises the obvious question. A small bottle with a doll inside. It's buried somewhere here. Buried? Probably at the base of some tree. Some tree, he says. Kitagawa scans the area in dismay. How many trees do you think there are here? You're absolutely sure it's here? 100%. Alright, I'll do what I can. Oh boy, guess I've got no choice. I'll start here, Kitagawa. You take the other side. Got it. Thanks. It's important to you, right? I can tell by the look on your face. And it's not like I've got anything better to do. Kaori and Kitagawa start digging with the tools we bought from the shopping district. Let's start too. Yeah. The four of us work long and hard. We stab a piece of wire into the foot of a tree and start digging if it hits something. Then rinse and repeat. Evening comes and goes and darkness envelops us. But we still don't find what we're looking for. Didn't we find anything here? Me neither. I'm sleepy. Why can't we find it? The darkness is making me impatient. Let's try again. Yeah, we could have missed out some spots. Aizawa, is it really here? It should be. Did someone else already dig it up? That may be possible. But it's also possible that it's still buried, right? I nod at her question. Let's keep looking. Yeah, we're not gonna find it by standing around and talking. We can do this. Thanks. And so we restart our search. Before long... Hey, is this it? Kitagawa cries out loudly. See? It's in a bottle. Sort of. This doesn't look good. The bottle Kitagawa hands over is cracked. Inside the muddy bottle is a little doll. It's here! A small little angel doll that fits in the palm of my hand. But one of its muddy doll's wings is broken off, and its halo is missing as well. Is this it? Yes, it is. The angel doll I won by throwing around about 4,000 yen at the game arcade. The doll that grants any wish. The doll that's already granted a little girl 2 wishes, but it's in a terrible state right now. Poor thing. I can mend it, Yuichi. You can? Yeah, though I may end having to remake it from scratch. Do it, please. Okay, consider it done. Good, then I'm going home. You too. Thank you both so much. You owe me one, and I'll pay it back, I promise. See you around. Bye, Kaori. She waves slightly and starts walking away. I'm going home too. Yeah, see you later. Yuki and I are left behind after Kitagawa disappears. We should go home too. Yep. She nods and we start walking home together. I close my eyes after crawling into bed. I found what Ayu was looking for, but doesn't that change anything? Or does that change? Eventually, I slip into a dream as if being pulled by something. Is this the final dream? A dream. I'm dreaming about the past, 7 years ago, when I met Ayu. A dream about the day filled with memories of profound sadness. Memories that I had sealed away. Scenes that I'd forgotten are now right before me. Ayu must be so mad, I sigh to myself as I run at full speed through town. I checked the time before leaving and I knew I wasn't going to make it when I started running. I'm going to be late to the place where I promised to meet Ayu. I'll be waiting for you at school tomorrow morning then. Our secret place, the school with just the two of us. Meeting Ayu in this town was a coincidence. By chance as well, we started meeting at the station bench at sunset every day. Every second we spent talking together was precious to me. Her smiling face makes me happier than anything else could. But all of that ends today. My memories of this town are fleeting at best, and only during the season of snow, because my own town is so far away. That's why I want to make as many memories as possible. With Ayu. Ayu smiles, for as long as possible. I see the narrow path just ahead, a lonely-looking place surrounded by trees, snow-capped trees that give them form to the forest. The promised place. Ayu is inside, waiting for me with pouty, puffed-up cheeks. When she sees me, she'll complain with a smile on her face, saying, "You're late, Yuichi," and then we'll spend idle but priceless time together. I have to give this to her, a present I got for her by saving up my pocket money. Look again at the gift wrapped in a red ribbon, something I picked up after countless hours at the shopping district. I eventually decided on what I thought would suit Ayu best. Now I'm holding it in a beautifully wrapped package. Will she be happy? Will I get to see her usual smile? I step into the forest with a mixture of anxiety and hope, while feeling the snow beneath the soles of my shoes. I'll see her smile until the very end. Right now, that's what I firmly believe. The thought that a deep sorrow might be waiting for me just up ahead doesn't even cross my mind until I see red-stained snow. You're late, Yuichi! I hear Ayu's sulking voice from above. I see the large tree that stands tall in the mountains of the clearing, and Ayu is sitting on one of its branches, sitting quietly and staring at the town as she usually does. But just then, the wind blows, a wind that's strong enough to shake trees. That was all. Yuichi! It's as if time freezes at that very moment. The sound of the wind fades out, and a ringing silence takes over instead. Everything turns black and white, making the white snow seem even whiter. Ayu's little body hovers like a video being played frame by frame, like she's a tiny little snowflake falling, and then the snowflake finds the ground. Thud! Those sounds. Low and dull thuds, just like what heavy rocks hit the ground. It's not snow. It's the body of a little girl lying on the ground. The snow on the branches scatters and flutters down on the little girl. She's not moving. She's sleeping sprawled out on her back with the snow as her pillow. Even though she was just so energetic, right now she's sleeping quietly. I don't hear her voice echoing through the forest. I was sleeping on a bed of snow in the dead silence. That's all. On a bed of red snow. Like clouds in the evening sky changing colors. The pure white snow slowly turns red. Red. Only color is in a monochrome world. Just then, a weak voice sounds out in my ringing ears. The voice of the girl, in anguish, calling out to me. In that moment, the frozen time starts moving again. Ayu! I stomp on the snow to rush over to the girl lying on the ground, kicking away the offensive snow around my feet that's stopping me from reaching her sooner. Yuichi! This time I hear her voice clearly. The voice of the girl lying motionlessly on red snow. I hold her in my arms. Aww. Yuichi! It's difficult to make out what she's saying through her tearful voice. She sounds just like she's talking in her sleep. Ayu's body moves slightly. Don't say anything. I'm taking you to the hospital now. It hurts. Bad. I know. Just stop talking. I fell. She forces her words out painfully with a smile on her face. I was supposed to be a good climber. Her closed eyes are brimming with unshed tears, but it doesn't hurt anymore. From white to red, slowly staining the carpet of snow. What will happen to me? You'll be fine since it doesn't hurt anymore. Okay. Her eyelids move slightly as if in a nod. Huh? I can't move my body. I'll take you there. You don't have to move, okay? But we can't play if I can't move. Transparent tears start seeping out from under her closed eyelids. Yuichi, will you play with me again? I try to reply, to nod, to say something, but nothing comes out of my mouth. Like there's a lump at the back of my throat. It's just a simple word, yet I can't get it out. So I grasp her little hand instead. Her dangling hand is as warm and soft as it was yesterday. I'm glad. Her eyelashes move again slightly again. Promise me. I squeeze her hand harder. Okay, pinky swear. She puts on her usual smile as she says that. Her smile drops slightly. I can't move my hand. I can't pinky swear like this. I'm such an idiot. Tears roll down her cheeks. I grab her hand forcefully, and then I wrap her little finger around mine. Here, pinky swear. A proper pinky swear, Ayu. It's a promise. Okay. It's a promise. She smiles as best as she can. Now we just have to let go together. What's wrong? Doesn't count until we let go. Come on. You have to do it together. Or does it count? Ayu? I cling to Ayu's hand and call out to her loudly again and again until my voice can be heard reverberating throughout the area. But the girl doesn't move. She doesn't call my name anymore. For the longest time, I found myself unable to let go of Ayu's finger. The gift I prepared drops down onto the snow. The gift I didn't manage to give her. I suddenly realize that she's my first love. The moment I do, I almost realize that it's never going to work out. The only thing I can do is cry my eyes out in the unread snow. I know. Hey, Ayu. Look at this. What's that? Looks like a gift. It is a gift. Oh, okay. Who is it for? Nobody in particular. But you can have it if you want. What? I can? Really? It's girly stuff, so I have no use for it. Can I really have it? If you don't want it, I'll just throw it away. I didn't say that. I'm really happy. Then just shut up and take it. Hey, can I open it? It's yours. You can do what you want. Okay. Is it a hairband? Yeah. Wow, thank you, Yuichi. It was expensive, okay? Yeah, okay. I'm not giving it back anymore, even if you ask for it. I'm not taking it back either, even if you do, even if you return it. I know. I'll wear this the next time we meet. You promise? I promise. It's an illusion. A boy gives a gift to his first love. The girl accepts it with a huge smile. A sad, sorrowful illusion. But decided to choose illusion over reality by suppressing the painful reality deep inside and welcoming a peaceful illusion. So that my frail heart doesn't break apart. So that I don't tarnish those memories. The 30th. I'm awake, not in a snow-clad forest, but on my own bed. My heart is racing, the meaning behind the memories I just saw. Dreams of fantasy and memories of reality. I keep mixing up scenes from both in my morning brain fog, but the ones I just saw, they absolutely came from my memories. Memories that I'd forgotten up until this moment in time. Now they keep gushing out from a door that was only slightly ajar. So much so that I can't believe I'd forgotten everything until now, when they've always existed inside me as events that happen in reality. I'm filled with an impatience that makes me want to claw at my heart. All I wanted was to live my days out peacefully, to keep my memories in a peaceful place forever. After all, memories are supposed to be a place of respite for us all. But I decide to let go of the illusion, open the door to my sealed memories wide open. Only reality lies beyond, the reality before me, the person I loved, Ayu Tsukimiya. She's no longer in this world. Knock knock. A knocking on the door cuts through the tension of the room. Yuichi, are you up? It's my cousin. Yeah, I'm up. Can I come in? Yeah. The doorknob turns and the door slowly swings open. Morning, Yuichi. You're up early today. What's going on? It's because you woke up late. School's already over. Nayuki's words surprised me into looking at the clock. It's already nearly evening. I tried to wake you up this morning, but you didn't budge. It's okay. That's fine. It's not like I can concentrate on lessons right now anyway. Anyway, did you need something? Wanted to give you this back to you after fixing it. It's the angel doll from my memories that I handed her yesterday. It was tough work, she says as she hands the doll back. What do you think? The doll has become so clean that I barely recognize it. Hey, I'll fire Skyrim. Shockingly, yes, I am winning. We're in the end game of this game. And we are the winning. How you doing, though? Like it's gone back 7 years in time. I had to replace most of its parts, but that's okay, right? This is great work. Thanks. The doll that grants wishes. Only one last wish left. Sorry, but need to go somewhere. Now? Oh, good. Good. I may not be back tonight. Huh? You're staying the night somewhere? I made a promise. An important promise. Okay, got it. I'll let Mom know. Thanks, Nayuki. Strawberry sundae. Fine. Thanks for the doll, too. Okay. I change and leave the room. Currently waking up before starting today's 24-hour stream. Ooh, what's the special occasion? With the backpack she left behind in my hands, the angel doll sways around inside of that backpack. By the time I cross the forest and reach my destination, it's already sunset, my place full of memories with Ayu, where both happy and sad things have happened. I head to the center of the clearing while feeling the snow beneath my feet. There used to be a large tree there, but right now, the only trace of it left is a stump. The snow on top of the stump is dyed red. I stand alone in this red-stained world, to keep a promise made 7 years ago. Right now, I'm in school. Then to do 2 a year, 1 at the start and 1 halfway. Nice. Not 1 at the end. I guess that would be, strange. I guess that wouldn't, I don't know what I'm saying. Let's meet again in school. Those bygone words come back to me. I dust the snow off the stump and sit on it. And wait silently while staring up at the crimson sky. Only 2 students. I'm waiting for the other one. The red sunset eventually dissolves into night. I hear the rustling of trees swaying in the wind in the distance and the sound of time passing nearby. As I wait for someone who's no longer in this world, can anything be more ludicrous? But I'm unable to tear myself from this place despite being fully aware of the absurdity of it all. Her white winged backpack lays in a corner, definitely proof of Ayu's existence. It was a miracle, but I met Ayu again in this town. On the way to school in the morning mist, we started walking to school together, happily after bumping into each other. In front of the station during sunset, in a world washed over with red, the girl on the bench looked up, smiled, and told me I was late. In the shopping district, at dusk, we talked about everything under the sun as she walked next to me with a mouthful of taiyaki. At the walking path during midnight, the last place she clung to in search of a hope entrusted to the future. Irreplaceable memories that I only start cherishing after losing them all. I look up again at the night sky. A pinky sword, didn't we? But the day eventually passes. Once again, today is relegated to a memory. Memory. It's morning! Time to eat breakfast and go to school! There's no school today. I set the alarm and open the curtains. White light pours into the room and creates sunny spots on the floor. Nice weather today. The best kind of weather for a Sunday. For some reason, today seems warmer than usual. I change and leave the room. Well! Upon stepping out of the hallway, I bump into a surprised Ayu. You scared me coming out suddenly like that. She places a hand on her chest and looks at me in genuine surprise. If anything, you scared me. And what are you doing here anyway? Coincidence? In a house? You must be kidding me. Don't overthink it. Oh really, why are you here? You're so strange, Yuichi. She tilts her head to the side. I'm part of this family, so why wouldn't I be here? Oh, I guess you're right. I am. That's right. It's been a month since Ayu started staying here. Akiko's going to teach me how to bake cookies today. She should really save her energy. Ooh, goo, I'm not that bad. You'll just end up baking more reversey pieces. That was 7 years ago. It's the same even now. Only because I didn't know how. Akiko is going to teach me the proper way today. Just don't give her any trouble today. I won't. Her innocent smile seems somewhat sad. I have no idea what she could be feeling sad about. You'll eat what I make, right? Absolutely not. Ew, goo. You didn't have to be so blunt. I don't want to die yet. What do you mean? Those things you make aren't edible. They'll taste a little different today. This isn't a problem about taste, though. Well, I'll think about it if you can make it look somewhat appetizing. Really? Really? Okay, I'll do my very best. So... look forward to seeing my cookies! The scenery bleeds white. The sound of Ayu's cheerful voice gets farther and farther away, until it fades away entirely. The warm sun spots change into freezing snow. And then I wake up. My head feels heavy, like it's stuffed full of lead. Memories of yesterday started coming back hazily. I fell asleep. That's embarrassing. The sky is blue and dazzling bright. I don't know how much time has passed. Since the sun is at an angle, it must still be morning. I catch a sight of my coat and see that there's some snow on it. Either it snowed when I was asleep, or the snow on the tree branches was blown over by the wind. Am I still here? I whispered to myself questioningly. There's only one answer, no matter how many times I ask myself. Time passes again. The sun that was rising is now setting. I touch the ground with my hand, feeling the gritty soil. It feels like snow, feels like soil, and it feels like dry leaves. I dust off the snow on my coat with muddy hands. I remember something like this happening when I first moved here. Every word I speak to myself contributes to the white screen that blocks my view, except I was on a bench at the time. I stare at the sunset while sitting on the wet stump that has absorbed the moisture of melted snow, not budging from this place despite frowning at the cold ice that has gotten deep into my coat, waiting for that one person who may or may not come. In my heart there's this scene of a place I'm not aware of. Deep inside my memories, a tear-jerking scene of red. A girl is standing in it, a girl burdened by profound sadness, in the town at twilight, at the usual place, for the longest time. It's mainly excited to see the person I've been waiting for. That alone makes me happy that I waited as long as I did. It's really true. You waited all by yourself for 7 years. I think I'll always like you as long as you'll always like me back. I still like you too. Me too, Yuichi. And don't tell me that you can't see me again. I've run out of time. I'm here to say goodbye. And I'm here to return the things you left behind. You found it. It was a lot of hard work. Thank you. Aww. Yuichi. She smiles quietly in the sunset that stretches out for as far as the eye can see. You're late, Ayu. It's Sunday today. The red-stained Ayu smiles. That's true. Yeah. But we meet again. Yeah. We're each other's bad pennies. Her hair sways in the wind. Her expression is calm. Painfully calm. Is this really goodbye? Yeah. Can you stay in this town forever? No. I see. Yeah. And at least tell me what your last wish is. I promised to grant you 3 wishes, didn't I? So at least, let me grant you your final wish. Oh, okay. Her face seems sad as she holds the doll closer, but only for a split second. Thanks for waiting. Her expression changes into her usual, truly a usual smile. Here's my final wish. Yuichi, I wish for you to forget about me. I wish for you to think that I never existed in the first place. Her heartbreaking smile crumbles. Tears start streaming down her cheeks. I wish for you to, forget me. Is that really what you want? Do you really wish for me to forget you? Because there's nothing I want anymore. I even got to eat lots and lots of taiyaki that I really shouldn't have been able to. So, that's why. Please forget me. Yuichi? The backpack Ayu is holding falls to the ground. Because I'm holding her in my arms. Even with her heavy burden of sadness, she faces her destiny without looking away, and chooses the most painful option. Yuichi! I pat her head. I'm not a child anymore. You are a child. That's not true. Always getting ahead of yourself and causing problems to those around you. Ugu. And yet you try to bear everything by yourself. With that little body of yours. I hold her closer. Yuichi, you're not alone. Yuichi, I hear her voice right next to me, soft and on the verge of tears. What I really want is to have Taiyaki with you again one more time. She ends with a sob. Wish we could be together more. Is this a cruel wish? Am I being cruel? In reply, I simply hold her even closer, close enough to almost crush her tiny body. Yuichi, is my body still warm? Of course. That's a relief. Then suddenly, the warmth disappears, as if it had never been there to begin with. There's nobody else here, even the backpack. The doll, and the last tendril of warmth all gone with the cold wind. But, one thing I'm certain of, Ayu was smiling at the very end. Am I right, Ayu? Ooh, nice view. That's a big sun. Oh man, guys. Feelsy stuff, huh? Dreaming. I'm dreaming. Every day repeats. In an endless dream. Waiting for a morning that'll never arrive. Then I return to the same dream. Red. White. Blue. I mean cold. Warm. Sadness. Happiness. And then every day repeats. I'd already noticed many years ago. While I'm drifting through this endless dream, waiting for a dawn that will never break. I'm always in the same place. Oh. She sure is. Soundless bustling. People I don't know coming and going before me. Nobody pays the child sitting on the bench by herself any attention. I'm waiting for someone who will never come, someone I can never see again. Year after year, in this recurring dream, I keep waiting for a dawn that will never break, and yet... Time and tide wait for no man. The snow-covered town hides its face when silver rain falls from gloomy clouds. New greenery sprouts on trees and rainbow decorate the sky. The sheer coldness of winter and the snow now seems like a distant memory. It's no longer the season for Taiyaki either. I slowly rouse myself as the bed creaks up under my weight. When did this room stop feeling uncomfortable? When did it start feeling so natural for me to be here? I throw on a simple jacket and step into the hallway. Ah! Morning, Yuichi. Nayuki is standing there in her pajamas, trying to hide her yawn behind her right hand. It's already afternoon. Yeah, I overslept a little. What time did you sleep last night? Around 9, maybe. How did you even sleep for so long? Because I love to sleep. She stretches hard and yawns again. I think I'm a little hungry. You haven't eaten anything since dinner last night? That's a recipe for hunger. Yeah, my stomach's growling. She smiles a little with a hand on her stomach. Just past noon. I'm sure Akiko already has lunch ready. Yeah. Nayuki happily heads downstairs in her pajamas and I follow behind her. Food, food! An ordinary day just like any other. Only Nayuki, Akiko, and I are living in this large house. Hey, Nayuki. Never mind, it's nothing. I said it's nothing. It's not nothing, she replies, looking me directly in the eye. You've been acting strange lately, Yuichi. I've always been strange. Yikes, stop playing dumb. I'm not. I walk past Nayuki and enter the dining room before her. Hurry up before I eat your lunch as well. Don't you dare. Hurry it up. Okay. Bubble. Akiko is skillfully stirring some food in a steaming pot with her back toward us. Bubble. Good morning. Nayuki sits down at the dining table, still in her pajamas. Oh my, Nayuki. Yawn, that's me. She replies while yawning and rubbing her eyes sleepily. Just being her usual self. Bubble. Steam and the aroma of curry fills the room. I'm hungry. She whimpers wistfully. I'm sorry, just a little while more. Oh, could you set the table for me? It's not clear who exactly she's talking to. The request is more probably meant for the both of us. Nayuki stands up shakily and starts taking white salad plates out from the cupboard. In the meantime, I grab spoons and forks from the drawer and lay them out on the table. The scene has become so routine. We're done, Mom. With that as her cue, Akiko starts serving lunch on the plates. My appetite is wet by the steaming food and its pleasant aroma. Akiko scoops out equal portions of food on each plate as usual, and we begin our meal as usual. That was the plan, at least. Yuichi, are you aware of what was reported on the news this morning? Akiko speaks to me in her usual tone of voice to start some small talk. What was? I reply to her as usual, about the large tree that used to be in this town. Huh? The seasons kept changing. Slowly, like melting snow. A long time ago, a child climbed that tree and fell. It was cut down to prevent the same thing from happening again. As for the girl who fell from the tree back then, like frozen memories melting away. The report says she was in a coma for 7 years but woke up this morning. Like a new season starting out. I think her name was... This part's very different from the anime. You really grant me anything? Yes, anything. Cross your heart? Cross my heart. Cross your heart and hope to die? Cross my heart and hope to die. Well... I wish... Yes? I love the changing scenes. Winter, dancing snow. I love running through the shopping district making new footprints in the snow. Spring, melting snow. I love scooping up small clumps of snow still left on tree branches. Summer, forgetting the coldness of snow. I love observing the hazy townspeople from under a tilled umbrella. Autumn, heralding the coming of snow. I love catching the small white crystals that flutter down from the clouds in the sky. And then winter, the season of snow, when the entire town becomes covered in white. I love the changing scenes, while my time is stopped like a puddle of water frozen in the snow. In this squarish room, without seasons, where I'm always alone, again and again, gazing at the same scenes in my dream, surrendering myself to the never-ending night. But The night starts getting brighter. What? She transformed. Inhale. I shake my body nervously and take a deep breath to calm myself down. Looking up at the crowds of people coming and going before me, I pull the unfamiliar hat down to my eyebrows. Erg, he's late. My whisper is no longer turns white, because late spring has finally arrived. Devoid of snow, the town looks completely new. The warmer air that flows through seems so familiar, you wonder why you even forgot about it in the first place. Inhale. I slowly take another deep breath. Warm air fills my lungs. Patches of white snow still clinging onto rooftops have mostly fallen off after a few days of sunny weather. Such good weather. According to the report I saw before leaving, this good weather will continue for a while. Looking up, I see nothing but dazzling sunlight shining down from a blue expanse. Looking down, my shadow greets me clearly from the ground. This really bothers me, whether it's because I'm not used to it or it's the wrong size, but the hat shifts every time I move my head. I readjust it carefully and return it to its original position, but it quickly shifts again. Uku, starting to feel upset. Hey, suspicious person. Someone taps me on the back suddenly. Looking up, I see him standing there. You're late, super late. Sorry, I was just a little late. Also, I'm not suspicious. What I truly wanted to say first doesn't come out. You're suspicious looking from head to toe. He smiles as he always does with a hand on my hat. Which part? All of it. Uku, that's not possible. What's with that, though? New fashion fad? No way. Then why? He pats my head from on top of my hat. Promise not to laugh. Absolutely. You really won't laugh? I promise not to laugh no matter what happens. That doesn't sound sincere, but since you promised, I keep my promises, okay? Yeah, the thing is, I went to the barber to cut my hair. I whimper and look down at the ground, and he cut off a lot. Wah ha 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 ha. He laughs out loud with no hesitation whatsoever. Uku, I knew you were going to laugh because you're such a meanie. It's your fault for going to a barber. Always gone to the barber. Get Nayuki to bring you somewhere else next time. Yeah, I'll do that. Now you're even more like a boy. No, I'm a girl. The cutest girl in the world. Uku, see, that's why I said you're mean. Just mundane chatter. A usual day in my life. Precious time. Moments I never thought I'd ever be able to experience. By the way, after having his fill of laughter, he turns to scrutinize my face. Let me see you without the hat. No way. Won't laugh. I don't trust you anymore. Don't worry, I can keep a secret. That's got nothing to do with this. Also, I've got no particular preferences. That's even more unrelated. And that's why you should take off your hat. None of your reasons make any sense at all. I'm the happiest right now, because we're bantering just like before. Shall we go? Uku, where? To have some taiyaki. It's already so warm, nobody's selling them anymore. That's not a problem, because Akiko said she's making some. Akiko can make taiyaki? I should try too. Don't, it'll just end up becoming something other than taiyaki. It won't. If I practice hard now, I'll get better at cooking. I don't know how long it'll take, but I have lots of time to spare. Let's go, Ayu. Okay. My frozen memories are slowly starting to flow again. As I hold the fragments of a single special miracle close to my heart. Oh, man. And that is the end of that, guys. Whew. I don't know who's here to see this now, but there you have it. And credits. That was fun. I liked reading that. The visual novel version is pretty dang good. I'll stick with my anime version, of course, but this version was pretty dang awesome as well. Great characters, feelsy story. I love the winter vibe. Music is top-notch. Like this song. It's great. It's good, okay? It's good. If you don't like it, then too bad, because I do, okay? Well, enjoy the credits. I'm gonna get another drink real quick. I did miss out on a couple of scenes. Like the real Makoto Sawatari, appearing at some point. But that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. Good stuff. It doesn't wear out its welcome either. That's what I that's what I super like about it. It doesn't go way too longer than it should. That's something I liked about it. That was better than the rest. I have some time. I'll try and get another ending, the bad IU ending if I can. But it's over. Tomorrow will be a new game, a very big game, a very Genshin-y like game. Wonder if there'll be an end credit scene or something. Rap solo, go! Good job, visual arts and key and prototype. I don't know what you're working on nowadays, but I want to check it out. So let's see. Let's see what happens now. I mean, this'll happen, of course. Key e e. Key e e. Key e e. E e. Key e. I'll stop. Alright. I get it. Let's see what happens. Yay! Completed IU scenario. We done dids it. That is the flippin' end, guys. Let's see. Gallery. 96. I'm missing something from Nayuki. Strange. I got everything here. Shiori. I'm missing one thing here for some reason. Even though, like, all of the boxes are filled. Mai is done. Awesome. Good job. And IU is done too. Yay. Alright, real quick, let's load. And let's find Nayuki's, not Nayuki, IU's, like, bad ending. I'm a big, strong man. You just said I needed to sound more like a girl. In for a penny, in for a pound, right? I don't think that's what the idiom means. Come on, just humor me and say it once. Yuichi, you're enjoying this, aren't you? No way, says who? I'm saying this all out of my pure noble concern for your own good. And you tend to get super dramatic when you're unsettled. Just once, please. Oh, goo, just once, okay? Yeah. I'm a big, strong man. Stop that. Oh man, that tickled me so bad. Oh, goo, I only said it because you insisted, even though it was embarrassing. Didn't think it would be so weird. Oh, goo, you're evil. She turns to her head to the side with teary eyes. Sorry, I'll buy you some taiyaki for you later. Ooh, goo, really? Yeah, I promise. Okay. She nods and still teary-eyed. I guess I teased her a little too much. Alright, let's do bad ending time now. Must be imagining things. Who would be standing outside a second floor window? Could even be a thief, who thought, though, that wouldn't explain the polite knocking. And my room light is still on. Knock knock. Hear the knocking again, clearly this time. Sounds too real to just be a hallucination. Very polite thief then? Knock knock. The knocking happens again as if to hurry me. Open the window, wait for a bit more. It's concerning, but I decided to monitor the situation for a little longer. Focus on the window and wait quietly. But the knocking doesn't happen again. In fact, it's completely silent. Guess I really misheard that. Decide to open the curtain and check the balcony just in case. Nobody's there. Of course nobody's there. Why would there be anybody there at a time like this? Draw the curtains again. Nothing else happens after that. Eventually I crawl into bed. Fall asleep thinking about today and tomorrow. I'm sure that was the right idea. The seasons keep changing. The daily routine I thought would never change. Snow I thought would never melt disappears from before me, leaving mere vestiges behind. Weather is great. Walk down the transformed streets, breathing in the fragrance of spring. I arrive at that place. The new face of town peeks up from beneath the melted snow. Things have changed, some things remain. Happened in the last few months, coming and going, and with nobody on it. A lot of time has passed since IU stopped appearing before us. At this point I have to wonder, maybe those few weeks I spent with the girl with wings was just a dream. But, what's wrong, Yuichi? Yuki turns around from her heroic attempts to catch a fluttery cherry blossom petal. In her hand is a small pink petal. She's thinking about something. About Ayu? Sort of. You haven't seen her lately, huh? Yeah. Hope she's still being her lively self. Of course she is. That's the only thing she has going for her, right? She's going to be so mad if she hears that. Maybe. The sky is clear and blue as I look up. Let's grab a bite and head home. Yeah. What do you want? Taiyaki. Taiyaki? Yeah, let's have some taiyaki before going home. Is anyone still selling them though? The petal in Nayuki's open palm catches the wind and floats away. It's spring, the season of mellow sunbeams and warm wind. Eventually summer will come, and autumn, and then we'll meet again at that time, right? I conjure up within my mind the innocent smile of the person I loved, and then scenery of everyday life. Keep passing by with no signs of stopping. Yeah, what a great ending that is. It's snowing, filling up my memories with pure white crystals. Covered in white mist, the snow continues to fall, and then I meet her. Do you meet her? Do you? Part with Ayu and welcome the new season. Another achievement! Yay! Alright, who was missing a thing? Not exit. Who was missing? Was it you? It was you. Alright, guys. Let's see if we can't get Nayuki's last image. And maybe Makoto's. Maybe. And just to bid this game farewell, we'll listen to the opening song again. 'Cause why the flip not? I love this opening so much. Kanon. Very lovely. Love how gentle the piano is at the very beginning. And then it gets very nice at the end. I'm dreaming, sweet dreams are made of something or other. Something, frustrated, sad, please don't cry. Alright, let's do one more savey save right here. And let me get up the old guide. So let's see. wake up. Show me around town. We're gonna find it, guys. We're gonna find that last thing. Take the bag. Don't make an excuse. Don't ask. Don't make excuse. Don't ask and run. Don't run. And this is take it. Take it. Enter the room. Persevere. Enter the room. Persevere. I think that's what that means. Accept. Accept followed by that's not true. So accept. Not true. I'll think about it. I'll think about it and no thanks. Okay. No thanks. Alright. Hurry, give her more time. Hurry! Wait! Fine, 3 minutes only. Okay. Munch, munch. Munch, munch. Munch, munch. Munch, munch, gulp. That was delicious. Alright, let's go, Nayuki. Sure, just hold on a second. What is it now? I haven't finished my coffee yet. Oh, come on, I'll drink it for you. I grab her cup and drink it down. My coffee! You can drink as much as you want when we get back. Now let's go. Okay. I change into my shoes and go outside. I'm off to school! As soon as I step outside, I'm exposed to dry, cold air. It's really cold. I'm already used to seething white light, white sighs. The weather is nice again today, huh? I look up at the dazzling sky. The time? It's 8:15, about the same time as we left yesterday, which means we only have one course of action. Are we running again? Yes, we are. Together with Nayuki, who nods happily, we run through the snowy landscape just like yesterday. Nayuki, let's try not to have to run tomorrow. We'll be fine. Yuki smiles as she runs next to me. Tomorrow's Sunday, after all. Just as I'm getting tired of running, I can see part of the school building out of the corner of my eye. Almost there. Cold air fills my lungs and makes it hard to breathe. And it's even worse when I talk. Fantastic, we'll be on time. You know what? I beat this already. So, we'll just skip through this a bit. Skip! There's Shiori. Hi, Shiori. Let's see. How long have you been here in Dodge? How long have you been here? Dodge. Ascertain decline in fright. So, ascertain, decline, scream. Give up, I'll wait here, or I'll wait too. So, give up, I'll wait too. Admit defeat and encourage. Admit defeat and encourage. Stare into space, bath, return the favor. Alright, space, bath, return the favor. See, we're doing it. Stay at school, shopping center. Shopping district. Maybe cigarettes. Maybe in cigarettes. Oh, new dialogue with Ayu. Whoa. School Ayu attends to. What could that be? What could that be like, I wonder? Ooh, nighttime. Skip. Let's see. Show self-control, none, and rise. Show self-control. Wait, did I do it wrong? I'll follow Nayuki. Whoops. If you're paying. If you're paying. I'm probably messing this up already. Maybe just one. Oh, run for home. run for home. Okay. Gather them up and throw them after her. Let's see. Restrain her forcibly. I don't have time for this. Grab something to eat. Eat. Eat, sis. Wait, just one. Wrap this up. Rearrange the room. Oh, it doesn't have a thing here. Okay, this guide is wrong. Alright, we're getting to her thing, so forget it. Alright, I'm going to go to the title, guys. Let's check out, the musics one more time. Very good, this is my song. Love it. Very good. I love all the music in this game. It's all great. Very of good vibe. Especially this track. Oh, so good. Yeah, I'll be watching this series again very soon, guys. The anime version, at least, probably February 1st. It was great, and I can't wait to hear it again. Alright. This was nice. Awesome music here. Ooh. Alright. I'm done, guys. This playthrough is done. I beat it. I feel good about it. I enjoyed streaming it for everyone. Hope everyone who liked it, who saw it liked it, rather. And, it'll be on YouTube soon, don't worry. There is another visual novel called Little Busters that I might stream, maybe not. I'll think about it. If it's as good as this one and not as long as this one as well, or the same length or whatever, then yeah, I'll check it out. But Genshin will be tomorrow, so thank you all for watching. Y'all have a good one, and enjoy the winter while you got it. Don't enjoy the cold. There's snow on the ground outside in real life too. But yeah, enjoy winter time. Have a good one, and I'll see all of you later. Bye-bye!